Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Hi, Alf here. Me and my pal Brian are hosting all your favorite NBC shows this Saturday morning. It's gonna be out of this world.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Mics and cameras on.
Check.
It would have matched.
Mics and cameras
Originally
on.
started this.
Well, you good?
I mean, you're wearing my headphones, but yeah.
Do you want
Other
to
than that-
switch?
No, you've already put your headlights on them. Why would I
cleaned
switch?
So they're
those
not
last
yours
night.
ever again, I'm guessing? You've forfeited those headphones forever?
I
Oh,
don't
shit,
know
I
which
got
ones
the
are
wrong
better, so I don't know if forfeit is the right word, but yes.
Actually, those are better, I think. Those are the Audio-Technica ones,
These are
aren't they?
these are a lot looser on my ear. I don't know if I like that. I keep feeling like they're about to fall off.
Turn your camera.
God, why?
It's the way it is, dude. It'll be over in a minute.
That is extremely loud.
Considering I still have a yellow spot in my vision, I don't think I will.
Yeah.
That's still really loud.
Okay.
Did you guys see where Blizzard got DDoSed yesterday?
No.
They also hit Twitch, and all I could think about is how fucked up this kid just made his life.
What?
Like,
It wasn't one kid. Come on. It was a hacker group known as 4chan.
launch day for WoW Classic is essentially them getting DDoSed.
Yeah.
I don't like the purpose of these of them having the servers is so that's not a thing.
The dude, like you
No,
know as
no.
well as I do, the first 3 months of any Blizzard launch is a DDoS attack on themselves.
Right.
Like you can't get on. Remember when Diablo came out and I took the day off?
I played it. I played Classic.
Oh, you
for
did?
a week.
Oh, that's fucked. You shouldn't have done that.
I did it.
That's dumb.
I don't regret it.
You should.
Let me tell you something. The first day,
Yeah.
wait times to get in servers were like 5+ hours.
I would not. That's ridiculous. Like, what are you supposed to do? Schedule your whole life around?
And not just some of them,
How are you cleaning toilets today in a Motorhead t-shirt?
all of
That's
them.
the way it goes. Clear and brush. Anyway, we're not cleaning toilets today.
Oh.
Hey, you can wear whatever you want, as it turns out.
So you wear Motorhead t-shirts to clean brush? You don't
Yeah.
care about your Motorhead
That's
t-shirt?
your good
I got a-
t-shirt, man.
I
How
got a
you
bunch
gonna,
of these. It's
how
fine.
you gonna ruin that?
No, we got a bunch of shit going on. We're gonna have to polish some floors coming up here next. The guy says in a couple of weeks. We'll talk about getting around to that.
That's a good thing to plan.
Yeah,
All right, we ready to go live?
sure.
Or we're live, but are we ready to open?
Yeah, I guess we're ready to open. This is an explicit podcast containing filthy language and adult themes like dick and shit jokes. If you're easily offended or have a stick up your ass, this probably is not for you. Guidance is suggested for sensitive types, and occasionally some lights may flash, so if you're prone to seizures and all that, you might want to skip this. And lastly, we don't speak for anyone or any entity. We only speak for ourselves, of course. What follows is opinion based on our individual experiences in the industry. So take that. Ah, God damn it, I fucked it up at the end. Broadcasting live from the Boathouse. It's the #1 Toilet Man podcast on the lake.
We did not agree
None of
to
that.
this name change.
None of that.
Name
is okay.
changes have to be voted on. That's in the bylaws.
This is out for
None of
delivery.
that is okay.
Welcome in. Son of a bitch. I thought that would get a rise out of you guys.
No, we don't clean toilets. That's just you.
That's just me, as it turns out. Yep.
Also, don't give a fuck about boats.
Yeah.
That's just you as well.
That's just me. Huh. Well, you
boats
said it was my
boats and
show,
toilets
so.
have a lot in common.
Yeah, both around water.
They're both, bowl shaped.
Might have puke in them.
One of them you shit into to get rid of it, and the other one you throw money into to get rid of it.
I've flushed quarters down the toilet before.
I feel like you're going to be...
One of them the shit bags are inside of. The other one the shit bags,
Shit bags
are on top of.
Shit bags.
I feel like you got a lot of karma coming your way.
But no, that's already. This is the karma. My suffering for all the years have paid off with fun and joy and happiness.
You look happy.
You're selling it really hard. You're
not
selling,
really, I
you're
don't
selling
have
the cleaning of the toilets really hard.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
lately.
saying. I don't believe it because you look too happy.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
like
It's fucking unbelievable.
nobody in their life has ever been that happy to clean a toilet.
It's unbelievable. It really is. I don't know what to say.
Well, we got 2.5 hours for you to say it here in just a minute, so finish
All
the
right.
introduction.
Well, I'm Colonel Brian. As you know, I'm a toilet man. Jazz is here. Good morning, Jazz. Wolf Kid showed up. How you doing,
Hello.
buddy? He's on time, too, so you must have
Oh,
poked
First
him in
one
the
here.
ass.
Oh,
First one here.
He was still late. It's just you fucks were so late
2
Oh,
minutes.
that he looked early.
Oh.
Still late.
Well, he's still good, though. He's still showing up. He's got the good shirt on, clean shirt.
I call that
See?
relatively
That's good.
early.
Got a couple of scratches on the arm. Would the claws get you?
Gave the dog a bath.
Oh, yeah, that'll do
damn,
it.
dude.
How big's the dog?
Like 55 pounds.
No, you're fucked. You gotta take that dog somewhere and put it to sleep and then give it a bath and then wake it back up. Maybe not put it to sleep. Maybe I should chose better
I put
words.
it in a chokehold, but it woke up in the middle.
You can give it Xanax.
Can,
You could definitely
people-
do that.
Can people take dog Xanax?
Xanax is Xanax.
Okay.
Beer Bruce?
Sir,
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
After lunch, Jason, sir.
Sirs.
Sour,
No, I'm not sour. No,
shitty, and grin.
no. No, not even that. Somewhere in the middle.
Oh,
I would like to inform you guys.
oh God. He's got something in the middle case. Holy fuck. They came with the... He got the lightsaber. Jesus, get that fucking... God damn.
That I do have a fully functioning death laser
That's an illegal death laser, sir.
at my disposal.
Let me
How long
ask you.
until that kills somebody, like pointing it at them? Could you
Probably,
like point it at their heart?
I mean, it'll burn the fuck out of you in under a second.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get burnt with it?
A second.
Are you supposed to don those glasses while you use that thing?
I don't know. They came with it. I'm
That
not
would
gonna
tell
wear
me
'em.
that you should put them
Yeah,
on.
probably.
Look.
And they're still wrapped in fucking. Holy
Really
fuck,
make 'em
Bruce.
hurt?
Yeah. I think. Maybe, I don't know.
You know what?
It was around that spot.
it still
My
yellow?
vision is.
Yeah.
My arm is not.
You know what we should do to Fred when Fred comes back? Is we should take that and just burn OFD into his fucking forearm and see if it'll scar over. Look
I was
at
thinking
those.
about making wood artwork
you know what?
with it.
You know what? You should probably leave those off.
Nope.
Second thought.
Safety.
Not a balloon.
Safety.
Yeah, there's more balloons.
Put some helium in one of these, and then pop the fucking. Oh, jeez, get that fucking thing
Why
away
is
from me!
this a fucking?
Ah,
I don't.
Jesus. So this is a new thing. You bought 600 balloons over
There's
the
gonna
weekend,
be
huh?
4 blind people in Jason's
I
house.
know.
But Jason's gonna be fine because he's the one with the glasses.
You don't have any wallpaper in the home, do you?
I burnt myself with this thing like.
You start the corners, they be peeling up. He'll just light that. Just let it on fire for a second to see what would happen.
Here, just put it on your arm for a minute.
No.
No. Like just for a second. Just put it on
Never.
your arm.
Put it on
It
your
feels
arm.
Cool. I'll do it. Fuck, I burnt myself with it 20 times already. Do not put it on
Oh
the wall.
fuck! How do you turn it off?
The button. The
Oh
button.
God!
Give that back.
The button. The button.
You're not ready for a death laser.
I'm not. That thing is fucked. Came in a nice case though.
It could have drowned. It could have dried up your ocean.
How big can you get them? I'm on
Now,
board. I'm
Believe it or
listening.
not, believe it or not, they had one that was double that size, like double that power,
Fuck.
double that size for $200.
And you could probably do some serious damage.
You could burn to the bone on that one.
Yeah.
Like that one's no joke.
That'd be good for crowd control. You know.
If you got like 3 of those and mounted them on something and then put a focusing
Like a
thing
Jeep
on the
or something?
front, you would have an actual laser beam.
What about
Yeah.
a mirror?
I was thinking about getting a shark.
Like a big mirror,
Yeah.
Shark.
and just focus those
Yeah.
into the mirror and zing.
I mean, it wouldn't. I was
Like a
thinking something
magnifying-
portable.
Well, you know, something you can
no,
put
I
on
was
top
thinking
of
about
the truck.
mounting
Hold
the
on, don't
laser
move.
Yeah.
on top of the shark's head, so I could have a shark with a freaking laser. Across the aisle from where I purchased the laser,
Oh God, we got a flag here.
I purchased a new flag.
Is this the Laser Man flag?
Just the laser in China.
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Trump, no man, no woman, no commie can stump.
I didn't know he was a quiz show guy, but
Oh
Maybe,
yeah,
maybe because
yeah.
it rhymes with Trump.
He's got
Here,
all
maybe,
the
maybe
answers.
stand up with that Avery in front of the camera so
I
I
don't
can
want
see it
that on
better.
the internet.
Oh man,
Hold it
I
over
know
That's
your
he
face.
was-
hilarious.
it is pretty funny.
Just make sure there's never a shot of that.
But
flag
you-
in your
did anybody
face,
see
the
you
same
pay for
picture
that?
at the same time?
The guy I gave $8 to for it had no idea why I was giggling the entire time I was counting out the ones.
Right. He was like, sure.
He was wearing a 2020 Trump hat and
Jesus Christ!
look at that. His head is photoshopped onto Rambo's body. Like it's Rambo 3's like movie poster with Trump's head photoshopped.
You almost have
Yeah,
to
it's
fly
the
that
same
flag.
font that
And-
the Rambo was in.
And here's the
God
part
damn,
that
man.
cracks me up. That helicopter?
Yeah.
That's a Russian Hind helicopter.
Ah.
Like that's a Russian helicopter.
We got you there.
That's who he was fighting, isn't it?
I thought he was fighting the Vietnamese.
I'm
also,
just saying.
the flag said something about commies, so that.
Yeah.
Oh
kinda-
yeah, he could be a commie.
kinda-
Like they're not
I mean,
He's a
commies
commie
anymore.
fighter.
but
He's got a rocket
whatever.
launcher. He's going to shoot that.
He seems to be
helicopter
very
down.
friendly with Russia to the point where on his propaganda he is now putting Russian helicopters.
Yeah, I bet. Do you know? Do you think he knows about that?
No.
I bet he would love that if he saw it.
he
Though.
would
Don't you
love,
think he would
yeah,
love
he
it?
would love it. He's like, that's a real picture.
He would tweet it.
I think he would. He would love it. That's my body. Yes, I knew I looked good, but damn, I look really good now.
off my clothes. Yeah. So
I just like to shake the hand of the artist.
illegal lasers and an entire booth of Trump propaganda.
An illegal flag.
No, I think it's legal.
Well, it's knockoff. It's well, I guess it is legal, huh?
Well, they were selling the good ones for 20, but the colors were a little blurry on that one.
Do you
so
think
he
he's
said
getting
you
a
can
cut
have
of
it
it?
free. No, of course not.
So it's election shit.
Yeah,
But it's
it's
like-
the first time I've ever seen somebody pay for yard signs. Like, his cult runs deep.
Dude, he doesn't have to pay for any
No.
campaign shit. The people
No.
will do it for him. It's nuts.
The guy was begging me to take another one. I don't think he had made his booth rental fee because
yeah.
all he had was the Trump shit. He was begging me to take another one for 20. He's like, dude, if you do 20, like, I'll throw them both in. Come on.
Both,
Jason
like the
doesn't
sign
want
and the.
that.
Oh, you didn't want the sign.
No,
right?
no, no.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, no, I don't even want this one thing. This is a joke that's going to be good for like 5 minutes of laughs.
It's good.
I'm not
I mean,
even
it's
going
funny.
to hang it up.
No,
wanna
because
have
then
to
it's a
look at
fine
it.
line. You don't know if it's support or parody.
Do you
know?
think it's a coincidence that the two things Jason bought when he went there were something to set things on fire and something that needs to be set on fire?
You might be
Can we
right.
burn this in the yard?
You know what?
No.
I think we should learn that as a break.
It would be kind of hard. I think you'd have to hold it because it's so porous.
Let's just see how
and it's
flammable
not
it
on-
is.
Let's just turn
You'd
the laser
probably
on,
melt
sit it
first.
on the deck, and then
Not on the deck. I don't want to burn this fucker down.
no, just like sit it down and let it rest, and it'll suck the beam out, and somebody will hold the flag, or maybe we can just hang the
We can
flag
try
on a
it.
limb or something, see if it'll catch on fire.
If you want me to hang, you need to bring my stapler back.
Put a dot in the middle of his
Oh
head.
yeah, I do owe you your stapler.
Do you want to talk about how much your laser was?
Why would I want to talk about that?
Probably not.
Because mailman
being
Brandon asked.
It was an amount of money that was too much money.
Not insignificant amount of money.
It was I went there for a $75 one, and I upsold myself to a $150 one.
$150.
I doubled the price I was going to pay for a laser walking into the place.
So how much you
And
been
that's
using
honestly
it?
not that bad.
A lot. I've burned myself with it at least
I burned myself a
like
lot.
8 or 9 times.
Can you burn it?
That's the main thing.
What if we could put a hole in it, stay salty sign?
No, because it's white. It reflects too much. White's hard to
Okay.
burn.
Okay, yeah.
Is that why you got black balloons?
Yes,
Give me a water
because they pop immediately.
That's good.
And last week, Amy could fill it at what, like 30 feet?
Something
She
like
was
that.
jerking away from it. So
Jesus. Do you think we should get a
Stays
helium?
focused for a while.
Half a
Be a-
second.
Maybe an explosion. I mean,
Helium
kind
isn't
of cool.
flammable.
Oh, what's the one that's?
Hydrogen.
Yeah.
It's not the Hindenburg.
Oh, the humanity. That's
Did you
what I'm
say
thinking.
helium's not flammable?
No,
You sure?
it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
You light a helium balloon on fire, it pops. Like it explodes in a burst of flame.
Okay, let's look it up. Is helium
am I wrong with-
flammable? Let's find out.
That's why they don't use it.
We
in,
all have smartphones.
Maybe they're hydrogen balloons.
What was the Hindenburg?
I thought
That was
everybody
hydrogen.
learned their lesson after.
Huh. Well, that was a big mistake, huh?
Yeah, it was.
What a fuck up that was.
Yeah, that one was very flammable. That one got set off by static electricity. Come on, research team. What the fuck?
I know there's other distractions on there.
Hydrogen is the one that's extremely flammable.
Okay. Good enough.
Is helium flammable?
Is that a noble gas?
They're all noble.
No.
You got to treat all the gases like princesses.
Princesses. Yeah, fuck, I don't know. Bruce is looking for something to prove his
There's
point, so
something-
No, I mean
That's
it
what it
doesn't flat out say no. It's very vague. It says it does not react under normal circumstances
Helium is
Normal,
preferred
with
as
no
a
laser pointed at it.
or
non-flammable.
fire applied to it. I don't
Helium
know
is
what that
preferred
means.
as a non-flammable. She just said
helium preferred non-flammable. Huh.
non-flammable.
Non-flammable.
Well, I mean,
All
yeah,
right.
we prefer it to be non-flammable, but does
Isn't
that
it
mean-
weird that you can shoot methane out of your ass and catch that on fire, but you can't light up helium? It seems like it's a gas. Any gas.
You feel like any gas is flammable?
It
I
seems
sure
like
am glad
compressed
like
gas
nitrogen
always
and
seems flammable to me.
I
you know?
sure am glad nitrogen isn't.
Because it's in this air.
No, I'm
And
talking. It's not
everybody
compressed.
would
It's just
die
free. It's just
if
out floating
somebody
around,
struck a match.
compressed to the
Would-
thing. Dust can
that
be
would suck.
flammable. Dust of any kind, sawdust
Well, yeah.
can be a flammable
If
thing.
you have the
it's
proper dust to
compact.
air mixture.
Yeah.
That's why Salo blows up in the Midwest somewhere about once a year.
That's out there by not in Kansas, out in our Postman Pat's area. Silos blowing the tops off of them.
Yeah.
They're either cooking meth in them or the fucking dust blows up. You can never tell.
There's just a little spark.
Or they were playing with a laser and some
Yeah.
hydrogen.
Somebody was high with fucking smelling brake fluid and ether and got the laser out.
But
Watch this.
at the big flea market, the summer sausage guy wasn't there. I've been fucking ass hurt
Summer's
for a
over,
week.
baby. What are you talking about?
Summer sausage is sausage you make in the summer.
Summer's over.
Yeah, so there should be a surplus of summer fucking sausage.
I hear what you're saying.
The production time for summer sausage is the summer. It's a fall and winter food.
I guess you're right.
That's how
It's-
Swiss Colony makes their fucking money.
Right, isn't that? That's in the baskets and shit too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You make a good point.
It's a summer production. You hang it to dry in the summer.
Go get you some Braunschweiger.
It's not no.
Ugh,
It's not the same.
I'd never eat that shit.
It's not even the same taste.
Yes, liver and fucking
It's
quail eggs or some
it's
shit.
fucking liver taste is what
It's
that
liver
shit is.
cheese.
I don't mind liver.
Gross. I can't.
All last week I was looking forward to getting the fucking 5-pound roll of summer sausage because it's the best summer sausage on the planet.
They got it at Kroger. They just don't have it there.
No, it's not the same.
Kroger's got it though.
This guy makes it himself from Wisconsin, and he drives to all this fucking shit.
Well, maybe his car broke down.
I mean, he's a bigger company than what you're thinking.
Oh.
Like, he has, like, 20 employees, but he, like,
Oh, okay.
it's a smaller company, but this is what they
Why
do.
don't you just get it into some stores so you don't have to drive to fucking
even-
flea markets? I mean, what?
Doesn't even sell it on the website. Looked up the website. I was like, I gotta have this summer sausage now. He doesn't even sell it on the website.
That's like us if we had a summer sausage company. We just sit there and all the sausage.
You went
How we
last
gonna get rid of it?
weekend?
At the big one at the big fairgrounds.
Yeah.
The last. Oh.
Yeah, the big one.
That
yeah.
one. That's where I went looking.
That's
for
usually
the
there.
summer
He's there,
sausage.
right?
Yeah, but then
I've seen him there.
the thing I'm thinking is because he just was at the state fair, he didn't bother coming back.
Ah, that could be.
Dude, you
Could-
fucking
Why didn't you go
asshole.
to
He made
the
his
state
nut.
fair?
He could have made his nut at the fair. Why didn't you? Did you go to the fair?
No,
Why not?
I didn't get a chance.
There's probably a lot of overlap between people who go to the fair and people who go.
Oh,
to
it's
that.
the same people. They're still
So-
there. They never left. They're still
I don't
in there
think they
walking
buy
around.
from that guy twice. He probably made the right decision. I'm sorry to
Dude,
say.
last week we got there too early at the big flea market at the big fairgrounds at the state fairgrounds.
Mhm.
It's a pretty good. It's a really big flea
It's
market.
huge, yeah.
But we got there too early, so the place didn't open for 20 minutes when we got there. Because I figured they'd be open at like 9. They didn't open at 10. Took me a little bit shorter time to get there than what I thought it would. So we get there, and we're just standing around waiting on them to open the doors. And when they opened those doors, there were fucking people like running. Like running
For what?
to get into the flea market. Running, dude. Like, I'm not kidding.
They just gin up excitement.
Like
They
this
wanna find
one
the best
like
deal.
middle-aged dude, but the flea market been open fucking 2 days. Like all the good
you would
shit's
think
gone.
a bargain hunter like Jason would understand the mindset. Like
Jason's a
this
different
person
kind of
is just the
bargain hunter,
next
though.
iteration of Jason.
Yeah, you're right. He's a little bit more uptight, but Jason's a specific kind of bargain hunter. He's going to go out there and he's going to get the deal, but he's not there yet. He's the kind of guy that's like, look,
He's just not as
I'm going to get there
dedicated.
early. I'm not going to run. And
guy-
if I get there and it's there, I'll buy it, but he's still there early.
The guy who's the first one in line and is running when the door opens, he wants to find the best deal at the flea market.
On the
Not a best
second
deal.
day.
Okay.
He
Not a
doesn't.
best
He doesn't
deal.
even care what he's buying.
Okay,
he
hang
just
on.
wants the best deal.
You guys are dirt mauling wrong. Here's how you do it.
You go wait till the last minute.
The last day, they
That's
don't
when
want
you
to
do it.
pack this shit up and take it home. That's
Right.
It's
when
like
you can talk them
80%
down.
off.
Yeah.
You can talk them down. Like you really do. This big motherfucker, you don't
Big
want to load
items.
this up.
That's the day to buy antiques, the last day.
Yeah.
Well, I got this figured out. They heard the rumor that the sausage guy didn't have sausage there, so
Could
they
be.
were running in the morning to get to the sausage guy before he ran out, because they just thought that he'd ran out every other
That
day.
could
and they
be.
were trying to beat you to the sausage.
That
That's
guy,
why they were
possible.
running.
that sausage guy's got 1 foot of that shit left. to
Part of that
fucking
balloon is
stomp.
stuck on that frame. Maybe pull that.
No, just
down.
leave it. It's melted. Hey, don't be burning that picture either.
Which it didn't work for me because this dude had this really fucking sweet old Chevrolet sign from an old Chevrolet dealer down the road, like down in the country. And he wanted $700 for it. And I was like, man, I would give you $250 for that sign so you don't have to load it back in your truck and I'll just take it. And he said, yeah, if anything, next time you see this sign, it'll be more.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Was it porcelain?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are high as
No,
fuck.
it was like from the 50s.
Yeah.
It
God
was
damn. How big was it?
about as big as this table.
Jeez.
But it
It's
had
probably
the
worth $700.
it had the name of the dealer
Oh,
and the
yeah.
city like under the bow tie,
Yeah.
like kind of emblem thing.
It's cool.
And then it had the old cursive Chevrolet in the
Chevrolet. Yeah.
around it.
That's cool. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm not paying $700. It's not that cool.
I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It would look good on the side of this.
Yeah, no.
Not $700 cool.
No, not like that, though.
He just kind of laughed at me when I offered him $250. Well, I figured, I don't want to bag thing.
What, you want me to hold it for you for 10
No,
minutes
he's
while you go get the rest of the money?
He was literally
Is that your
like,
deposit?
Yeah.
his like I knew he was gonna say no, but I mean I'd be willing to spend
fuck it,
$250
yeah.
on it. And he said, yeah, next time you see it, it'll be more than this.
God, man. I wonder how much more.
Probably, yeah. I think he was gonna
He'll
raise
get
his
it,
price
too.
on it.
He could probably get it.
His booth was half empty. He had all kinds of cool shit.
This red guy didn't come by.
He had
Cracker Barrel pay a fucking fortune for those things.
he had fucking pinup cards from the fucking 40s. That
Where do you find that shit?
I don't
Estates
know.
or what? I mean, where
I
do you
don't
get
know.
that shit?
But it was like fucking like wallet cards of like half naked women from the 40s.
Oh, that's fucking, yeah.
Like the dudes carried with them in war and shit, and he wanted fucking $30 each for those.
Each?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I almost bought them all, but
How many did you get?
none.
No, that's
Amy talked me out of it.
talked you out of it. Well, speaking of
Got
Trump,
yourself one.
That's why I don't go to the flea market with Amy.
I might buy that fucking flag from you
Okay.
because, well, hear me out.
No.
But $8, I'll give you $3 for the flag. 'Cause
No.
it's depreciation, man. The joke is over.
No, no,
we
no,
got
no,
our
no,
laugh out of it.
No. I'll set it on fire for. Next time you see that flag, it'll be 20.
What? You gonna give me $8? What, you gonna go hold it for you? Get the rest of the money?
It's gonna have a hole burned in it. It's gonna be worth more.
The guy. Now,
Stressed.
I found out that I am the lead man at my place. I am the custodian.
You're the only one.
No.
I thought they didn't have one forever.
They had a guy 3 days a week going in between. Now, you know this guy, Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Kevin.
He's a good guy.
Nice dude.
Do you work with him? I mean, do you see him there?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
He's a good guy.
Now, in this room, which the custodian closet, is big as this cabin, when you first walk in, there's a like a locker, a gray locker, and you'll see like a mop sink, and then there's, you're like, this is fucking, like it's nothing, like it's small. And you go up by the mop sink, you take a right, and there's a desk and a refrigerator and a microwave and a coffee pot and all this shit in there, and like 4 chairs in this room.
Every custodian's office I've been in every station in our city, you cannot see their desk from the doorway.
Never.
And their door is always closed. If you open the door, you can never see
Yeah,
them.
it just looks like
it's
a
always
closet.
in a place that looks
That's not
small.
that way at PRP, is it?
No, it's not.
I know what I did.
I know.
I'm not.
Okay,
I was
just-
trying not to draw attention to it and keep going.
It's not like that there.
I had never been in that custodian
He has
closet.
a stand up. He just stands in there and like leans on a shelf. There's some things in there, but his isn't. His is a closet. That's not big.
Well, he used to have a desk and stuff in that room that they now keep the boxes in.
Yeah.
When I first got there, that's what he had, a desk and
They're
a
supposed to
kitty
have a
hanging
desk.
their
Aren't you
calendar.
supposed
and-
to, no?
Not anymore. No.
They just all do.
They just do. Not like they get things. They do this shit themselves. They set themselves up, and then the shit has been in there so long. Like the bosses don't know that's not supposed to be in there.
That's the one nice thing
And
about
so they
that
just
craft
don't
is there's
fuck
like
with
no
you.
oversight compared
No.
to all the other
Zero
crafts.
oversight.
As long
That
as they're doing
explains-
their job,
that
like
explains
they can
our
kinda do whatever they
custodian.
want. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
and it
this
also
guy-
explains he's going to be just like that guy in like 5 years.
I'm way more laid back. I don't
give him
care.
3.
I don't
You are
care what
now.
people do.
And the
You are
2
now.
words, I would never use laid back to describe you.
No, but you
Ever.
should see me
I've
at
seen
work.
you get petty about some stupid shit.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a stressful situation, or you got something playing in the back of your head because of your work, and somebody does something dumb, you kind of take your frustration on something else out on. It's not really about the thing that you're bitching about. You know what I mean? It's not really about like
Are you
shit
going to
beard.
therapy?
It's
Because
not
you're
about all
making
that
sense
whining
now.
and shit.
Like you're being a reasonable
done with therapy.
motherfucker right now.
Yeah, I have fixed myself. I'm done for
You got
now.
a boat.
This is like that
done.
one
That
episode
was
of House.
quick.
It's like the one episode of House
you
where
gotta do
he's
is
not
buy
an
a boat.
asshole, and you're like, "What
No,
show is this?"
I was in therapy for
Is
a
this Twilight Zone?
year and a half.
Maybe what's happened is no one can see anything, so we're just hearing the wrong things too because of your laser.
All of the that's possible too.
So, yeah.
All the I didn't think I had that much stress on me as a carrier at all. I didn't think I had that much. Even at Christmas, sometimes it gets a little weird, but I managed to hold it off. But I was compartmentalizing all that, so I was under tremendous stress. Just didn't realize.
As a carrier,
Mhm.
to carry the mail,
Yeah,
pieces of paper.
right. Well, we got you got to be back. You got to get out. You got and it gets dark. You just got to get done. We got there till 6 or 7 o'clock.
All of my stress happens in the office
too
because
much.
of the people around me.
That was the least stressful part of it.
For me, I'm telling you, I have no stress
That's,
other than
that's the difference between our job and theirs.
when I'm in
Right.
there and I'm having to deal with crazies.
That oversight thing I was just talking about, like it's levels of magnitude different
Right.
from us to you, like it is from custodians to us.
Yeah. Oh, sure, yeah. The biggest thing that I can tell you about my new partner
what is
out there.
in that garbage can? It looks like a giant spike.
That's a furnace filter.
Yeah, furnace filter.
Oh, okay, I see it.
I'm
It's
used to
just
looking at shit like
twisted.
that now.
That's his life. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
Brian can identify every object
Ours is
on
way
those shelves.
ours is way more organized.
that was his final test. They showed him a picture like this, and he
and
had
it
to
wasn't
write
even
down.
a normal resolution.
Yeah.
It was this resolution.
Yeah.
And he had to write down everything he saw in the picture from memory.
Brian, you have 2 minutes to look at this picture. And
What
then
is
we're gonna
wrong
take
with
it away.
what is wrong with this picture?
Name everything in the picture.
Garbage can, don't go in the closet.
The furnace
flammable
filter isn't
stuff.
even dirty.
All the aerosols, there's too much on the top over by where that blower is and that duct work. And
Like how the
the
belt
cord ought to be
for
wrapped
the
up
blower is
properly.
just kind of chilling there.
These two cleaners don't belong
6
to one
inches away
another.
from
They'll,
where
They
the
don't.
boxes and shit
they'll
are.
create chlorine gas, and you all
Right there,
die.
that's one of these 2 lasers he's got laying there. I don't think those should be on the same shelf as aerosols.
Is that pink thing in the middle a jar of Pepto Bismol?
Could
I
be.
think it is. Yeah.
power steering fluid or Pepto. The dude kept. Now see, the station's big. It's bigger. It has more grass than I thought when I first drove by and looked. And I said,
Yeah,
"Oh,
when
it's
you
not much
said
grass."
that, I kind of thought you were off base on that, but I didn't want to argue.
It's got more grass than I expected.
because I've been there. There's some grass.
There's a lot of like patches of grass.
Yeah.
There's some grass here, there's grass here, and there's it's okay though. But if there is actually, if you go by the book, because there's a big book at every one of those places, and the things that you're supposed to do daily, there's dailies. You knock those out pretty easy. But then there's monthlies, there's quarterlies, and there's yearly shit. And a lot of this stuff you have to have like some help with, because it's some of the things are 2-man operations for safety and shit, like on ladders, working at heights, stuff like that. Got to be 2 people. So that dude is in there with me, and he had no help, and so he didn't really do much of anything, and he wasn't following. Like, I just came out of training, so I know all the procedures you're supposed to use. He wasn't using
Everybody
none
loves
of
a
the
guy
right
that
shit.
just comes out of training and tells them, "You're doing your job wrong. I just left training."
He is doing it wrong, but I don't care. I mean, he said, "Hey, if they told you to do it that way, it's fine. I'm gonna do it the way I've been doing it." And I said, "Hey, I don't care either. It's fine."
Yeah, he's very
Super
much
laid back.
by the book.
One thing about him, super fucking weird. And I don't know if he's talked to you about it or not.
When he pees in the urinals, he constantly flush it. Because our
No.
janitor does that. It's fucking
He's
weird.
He needs to adjust that little valve and have more water come out of it. Is what he
No.
needs to do.
What he's doing is he can't pee if somebody else is in there, so he's constantly flushing it.
He's pee shy.
So you can't hear him.
His
pee.
prostate's as big as a fucking nectarine too.
Your janitor?
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
it's fucking weird.
Everywhere you sit in the room, when you're at the desk. And by the way, he said that desk, that's yours. That's your seat. That's the big. I get the big chair, everything.
Mm.
And he sits in a little chair off, like in front of me, like my little minion. Everywhere you sit in that office, every line of sight, everything that you can look at, no matter what seat you're in, you can see where he has hung up a picture of the president.
The current president.
Yes, he's a gold tier supporter of the president. I think he would love that flag. But
Have you removed any of those?
Here's the thing
No.
about people like him is he's one of
Oh, fuck me.
Oh God.
oh no.
Welcome now for delivery in progress.
We just talked for 35 minutes.
Spacebarred twice, which was the same as not spacebarring at all.
Well, if you want to hear the whole show, go to Twitch
Yeah.
and listen to the beginning. It's pretty good.
super secret episode.
Well, probably what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna have Jazz pull the audio off of the first 30
Okay.
of Twitch.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So the audio you just listened to is extra shitty, probably, if that.
Probably not
is
as good
the
as
way
what
it
you're hearing
works.
now.
So no
But-
more spacebar to start the fucking show.
Yeah, don't do that anymore. Use the mouse.
Fuck.
And now picking up mid conversation.
Picking up mid-conversation here. We're talking about my help.
I've worked with that dude for 10 years.
Mhm.
I did not know that about him.
Really?
He's never brought it up. I've never heard him talk about him. So, like, that's the kind of supporter I don't mind because they only engage with other.
He
Trumpets.
does. He
They're
only
not-
engages with other
They're
ones.
not the ones who go around just picking.
You've also never
arguments
been
and
into
shit.
his inner Trump sanctum.
But when
shrine.
you're right, when
You know,
you're
I
in
haven't-
his sanctum,
I've been in that room, but I don't remember. I would never look. I mean,
yeah, but he's got. There's a new one that showed up the other day, and see, he had a sticker. Here's the thing that I kind of. I talked with him about it, and I kind of figured it out. I gave him a reason why I thought it was okay. Okay, I don't like the guy. I don't fucking agree with him being the president. None of that shit. I don't like him personally. I fucking think he's an asshole. I don't think you should hire a businessman to fucking do anything in government. That's just my belief. But if somebody likes him, that's fine as long as they're not over the top like Jesus. You know what I mean? Like religious people, you're fine. You can do what you want. Just don't push the shit on me.
I would much rather
So-
listen to a Jesus freak than a Trump freak.
They're
the
both
record.
assholes, really. Because they both act like they come to you like something's wrong with you.
They're both assholes, but
Right.
like, there's degrees here. Come
He's
on.
not pushy.
There's cut in line assholes, and then there's like child killing assholes.
Well, he had a right.
Like, there's degrees.
he had a fucking bumper sticker that had Trump 2016 on the refrigerator. That's how all this started. And somebody saw it. I don't know what they were doing in there. He said, I don't know who told on me. I don't know who saw it. Somebody went and complained because that was advocacy for the campaign. That's before he was president, and it's illegal in there.
It
So-
is.
And so somebody called him, a friend called him. He was at your place, I think. And somebody said, "Hey, Kev, this guy, one of these guys that was in here told the boss about that sticker you got, and he's up there telling the boss right now." And he goes, "Go take it off. I don't want any bullshit. Just take the fucking thing off and throw it in the garbage." And he says, "Okay." So he took care of it, and it disappeared. And nobody said anything. Well, a couple of days go by, and he starts getting he gets these cards and letters in the mail. He got a calendar. He got all this shit. And it's pictures of the president, right? And they're awful pictures, too, by the way.
All just upsetting to me.
There's one of him in the Oval Office. There's one of him on Marine One. There's one of him with his wife getting off Marine One.
Good picture of him.
No.
These are the best
I'm gonna,
pictures.
The
I'm
one
gonna,
I
I'm gonna
wanted-
tell you something about him that you may not know after we're off air.
Okay.
That may inform some of this.
Okay. Well, he got these pictures, and he's like, "Well, how can I show support but not be political and support?" You know what I mean? It's just a photograph. And I said, "Look, man, he's the president of the United States."
We have a picture of him hanging in like every one of them. I thought.
No.
Is that not?
No, we're not part of the executive branch anymore. So that used to be. That used to be
Yeah,
true.
you're
There
right.
was always a
remember
picture of the
that.
president. There's a flag, but no picture of the president. So he's got, let's say, 6 pictures of the president hung up. And I said, I don't think you can. It's not, hey, vote for this guy. He is the president.
If he loses,
If he loses, you probably should take him down, right? I'm not going to hang
or
the
put
other
up,
guys
or
up.
put up one of the new guy next to the old guy and just start a collection.
Just got a collection. But I told him
You have 40 pictures of the
Yeah,
old guy and
40
one of the new
fucking-
guy.
yeah, one of
That's
the
not
guy.
weird.
It's a collection.
No, it's
I've
not
just
weird
got the
at all.
one.
That's all I could find.
So I thought about that, and I said, hey, I don't think I would worry too much if somebody complains. What are they going to say? You're not saying vote for the guy. You're not saying,
I think
it's, know what I mean?
I think a picture of the president is different than a 2020
than a-
sticker.
Right. Then hey, vote for it.
It's definitely certainly different from that flag.
Yes, it is, and that's why I wouldn't mind taking that in there. The other thing I would like to contribute to this dude's wall or shrine, as it is the photograph of the president going like this at the fucking
Clips.
the
Solar eclipse.
He's going.
Like he didn't even have, he didn't
Point.
even have his hand over his eyes. He was just like,
That's right. Yeah, he was just, hey, squint. I want that one, and I'm gonna hang that one on the refrigerator.
that's a good one.
I think that's a really good
I'll
one.
give you $1.
And the
if you do.
sun is like over here too, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think
The
everybody's
shadow
I was
looking
gonna say
the
there's
other
a,
way.
there's a couple different pictures of that. The best one has got his son, and you can see he's like just
He's
looking
not looking
down,
at the sun.
ashamed.
Yeah. Fuck. I burned my eyes up.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think you'll do
He's
that.
like, he's got his eyes shut, and he's like, I can see the sun still. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't think you'll do that.
I would like to do it, and I think that he would get a kick out of it because he doesn't know where I stand at all. He doesn't know.
Would like to thank Salty Taco for following us.
Thank you, Salty Taco.
Thank you.
He might know
Wash your pussy.
about this
once,
show.
yeah,
Ryan.
once knew a lesbian who
Yeah, whatever. I hope so.
her stripper name was Salty Taco.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe
Was that
it's
a
the
nickname or was it a stripper name?
It was her stripper name.
That's
she
an
she
odd-
came out on stage like, "Here comes Salty Taco."
I thought it'd be Ashley Nicole or something. Isn't that always what they're called? Amber.
This was the
Diamond.
place down by the river.
Sapphire.
So, you
Yeah,
know.
down by
With
the
a
river.
Y.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Happy Clam, all that shit.
yeah.
But yeah, that's my week pretty much. I had a couple funny things happen too.
I have destroyed every rural carrier's hopes and dreams in the past week.
When'd you
Every
do?
one of them.
Well, I heard you sent one to. Well, maybe.
You
No,
sent
that,
one to
I,
the
I had nothing to do with that one.
You
I
drove
just
one over
think
the
it's funny
bend.
that happened the same week that you just said that.
I'll
I've
get
taken
into that
care of
more.
all of them.
No.
Yes.
No.
Excellent.
You were supposed to save one for the laser.
The amount of shit I have caught over this move is unfathomable to me. Like, I don't get it.
What move?
I forced them to repost routes that they didn't post at our office for bidding.
That was you?
Yeah.
You told me it was her.
It was.
Well, she bitched about it, but they weren't going to do it until he went and said, "Hey, you're
It
going
was
to do
her
it."
grievance that succeeded, but they were trying to put her off and act like they weren't going to do it.
Yeah.
And I went and told him, I said, look, I'm sick of this. If you are trying to not do it because of her or any of this, I'll just file it. Because they were telling her that she didn't have enough seniority to get anything, which was a lie.
Yeah.
Because PTS got something.
Right.
So she could have got something.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went and said, well, I can beat everybody that got a route. So I'm going to force
do it, yeah.
And then I'm not going to bid. Just so we're clear, I'm going to force you to do it, and then I'm not going to.
You don't have to. Just because you filed a grievance.
Yeah.
Like
Turns
you're,
out-
you're
on behalf of
grieving your
everybody.
right to bid.
Turns out I didn't even have to do that because once our union got word of it, she forced the issue anyway. She's like, if you want me to proceed with grievances, like I'll get the grievances, but you did it, it's got to be reposted. It's a contract.
Y'all know
violation.
you fucked up. Just fix it.
But they sent the bids out, and they didn't send them to our station. They sent them to a guy that used to be at our station
Oh God.
who didn't forward it.
Maybe that's why it never gets posted.
Possibly.
They've
This has
been
been going
getting
on
sent
10
to
years.
him for
no,
years.
This has been going on 10 years.
Is
He
the guy
would've got him when he was
retired?
there.
He just doesn't work
No,
there
this
anymore?
was Fingernail.
They
They
sent
sent it
him
to
to him?
Fingernail.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Okay, well that's why they didn't get posted when he was there.
Who's the idiot sending
That's
them
also
to him?
why they're not getting posted now.
Who's sending them?
The human resources person.
Liz.
No,
Okay.
Lisa.
Oh.
One of those owls.
Oh. Dumb. Still dumb. Comparative.
Yeah, so which to prevent this from happening, she sent another email a day later to every station that was supposed to get that and post it. To every manager she knew. One of them was to Jordan. Said, "Did you post this?" And he replied back, "Yes."
He lied.
Never got it.
He lied.
Seriously.
Yes.
Yeah. He lied.
But I'm catching flack from it because they're all calling me and being like, why the fuck did you do this? Like, I've had 4 people contact me about this now. About why the fuck
Tough
did you
shit.
let this happen? Why did you? And I'm like, Jordan said he posted it when he never posted it. Why are you all not mad at management? Like, I know this is fucking with your life.
Nah.
It's not really
Nah,
fucking with their
you're doing
lives.
the right thing.
Yeah.
Like, if we
That's
do this
fucked.
now, they won't fucking do it anymore.
They'll
and if
never
you're a
post them
PTF
again, yeah.
that was supposed to go to this route, file a grievance on your missed time.
Yeah, you get back pay. They'll have to adjust
It'll be nothing. You'll just get an extra fucking half a sick day and
Well,
half
somebody-
an annual day.
Speaking
Seriously,
of back pay, we got that coming next check.
Are you sure? Because I've been told that like the past 4 checks by Kara.
We got our raise on this check. Have you seen this check?
Nah, I
The one
haven't
we
looked
got
at it.
yesterday?
No, I haven't looked at it.
Yeah. That was effective this check.
All right.
So that's settled. We make roughly 91 cents more an hour.
Damn.
But our health insurance is more.
Just from the
Yeah,
COLA
$1.50.
bump. Nothing to do with
the raise.
That's how it goes.
nothing to do with steps or anything
So
like
in
that.
the total
And we're going to get that going back through March of last year,
on the next check.
probably the one after that.
Pending.
It usually takes them a while, though.
Yeah, it always takes a fucking long
No,
time.
I was told by Kara that the lump sum would be on the last 3 checks. Like she told me, like she knew for
She
a fact.
never knows anything.
She don't know shit. She's wrong about
I've
everything.
pointed out to her. I was like, every time you told me we were getting a lump sum, we didn't get
Who
it.
would
There
you
was
even hear it from? Like, I get my information from the Facebook groups because, like, they go to the meetings and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not part of that, I can tell you that.
No, she's
when
not.
when she
and
says
she's not on
something-
Facebook.
When she says
She
something,
didn't have a phone.
she says it with such authority.
She heard it at the gas station. Some guy's fucking with her. Oh, it's coming. You get your lump sum.
Probably, yeah. She was buying scratchers and
Yeah.
heard that while she was in line.
She overheard 2 people talking.
Yeah. Well, I heard it was gonna be this paycheck.
Hey, speaking of sick and vacations days, you ever get yours back?
No.
No?
Doing
No.
anything
Don't look
on
for
that
it.
one?
I struck a deal with Cooter. Next time I'm taking an annual day, it's just gonna be a sick day, and then I'm back equal.
I hope Cooter is able to pull that off for you.
That's fair.
It's simple. Just put me in as sick as opposed to
Right.
annual.
Yeah.
I feel like he could handle it.
I feel like he might.
He handles everything else. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, like I went and asked for 3 things the other day. I was like, I want a seniority list posted and a couple other little odds and ends. And I was like, I know you're busy. Sometime this week when you're going to just make a note. Sometime this week when you ain't got nothing going on, I need these 3 things. I come back off the street. Everything was done.
Shit.
He's like, did you look at the board? I was like, no. He's like, I did all that stuff. And I was like, wow.
Cool.
How? Why? You're a liar.
So,
What fucking
This is-
witchcraft is this?
is he? What is he to you now?
He's my
Supervisor.
boss. He's my direct boss.
Oh, well, that's good.
I saw him.
Because he's a
Saw him
he's a
Friday.
good guy. That sucks
Yeah.
for
Yes.
you.
Yeah, it did suck. Because as soon as I left, I was looking forward to working with him. Then he left. But I saw him Friday. Because
Yeah.
he came to get his check. His check still goes out there. What are we stopping for?
It sounds like somebody's.
Nope,
Yeah, that's what I was hearing.
I didn't hear it.
I think you're making it because you're now shocked about the noise.
No, I thought I heard something underneath, like real quiet. I don't hear it.
I didn't hear anything.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm
All
fine.
right.
I'm good.
Sleepy.
It sounded
Anyway.
like music. Then it sounded like a car door was open.
What is he taking?
I want some of it.
I think he's just hallucinating.
Well, Cooter had
Avery, do you have any extra? I got some cash.
never has any extra.
You just gotta stay awake.
Well, Cooter came out and shook my
No
hand.
deal.
I was running the backpack vacuum cleaner. Okay.
Okay.
And he saw me. He goes,
Yeah, that's
"What
the
the
sentence that just
Is
got
that
said.
like in Ghostbusters?
Just let it go.
That's a lot of people say that. I don't give a fuck.
Just no.
And
Don't-
he
No,
goes,
Don't
I'm,
stop.
I'm legitimately like I don't know what it looks like. I don't know.
Every station has one.
I know what the words backpack and
Required to
vacuum
use
mean.
them. We've never seen them.
I've never seen it.
I've,
no.
No,
I've never
there's
seen
one
it at
there.
our station.
There's one in there
Where are you supposed to use it at?
on the floor, on the bare floor. You got attachment. You got carpet attachment. You have a floor
No, he
attachment.
has a. He puts a vacuum cleaner in a
Not
car.
supposed to ever use a stand-up.
No.
vacuum cleaner.
It's a canister.
We don't have
We're not
any
supposed to use
carpet in our
those.
station.
Mats.
I don't think.
You got any mats? We get mats.
Like
in the
rubber?
No, like the carpet mats in the
Hey,
lobby.
yeah, I was gonna ask you
And the
because
boss is.
you guys are a fucking wreck and make this place a mess. Now that you're like really good at this and it's like your profession, you think maybe you could hit this place once a week?
What?
Well,
I don't have any tools here.
like look at that mat. Look at that mat where y'all tracked in leaves all over it.
Yeah, you had a steward appointed to do this.
Who was that?
I don't know. You had
I
somebody
don't
appointed
think
to do
our
the job.
studio has the funds for a backpack vacuum. A backpack vac.
That's similar right there. It's the one I have is
A back
smaller
vac.
than that, but that is the pole right there.
That's
That's it. And that's the hose.
yeah. I didn't want to stop here.
And it's got a yellow cord on it, just like that.
It does make me happy. Imagine you looking like a dork using that. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
That guy
I just
almost
want to
looks
get him
like
a
Brian.
Ghost
It works pretty good.
Costume.
I would definitely take the end off though and catch Ghost. Like, that's definitely what I'd be doing.
Just don't
I
cross
think-
the streams.
That's the next gift that he needs is a costume to go with it.
See, a lot of people say that. That's why Kevin said, "I've never put it on." His back is hurting.
No, I've
He was
never-
like, that thing has never been used.
Never seen it.
I will never use it. I heard somebody say one time, "Ghost butt, fuck you with that." He said, "I'm not listening to any of that bullshit."
I would put stickers and paint mine up like an actual
A Ghostbuster.
like proto.
Let's just
packs.
head off the
What were
joke.
they called? Proto packs? And what were they
idea.
called?
That sounds right.
Ecto
Proton?
something.
Proton packs. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you're only coming through one ear. Can you talk into the microphone for me? Like
I am here.
She's in my right
Why
ear.
Am I?
you're only in one ear.
I don't know
got a cord?
why.
Got cord loose? Keep talking.
Try
I'm
now.
talking. I'm talking.
There it is.
I don't really know what to
I
say.
can hear it now
but
in both ears. Can you hear it now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're
you're
normal
good
now.
I think it was this right
Okay.
here.
I think so too. We probably need to change that up.
But yeah, I got one of those things, and you do that once every couple days. You go do the lobby, and you do the box section and shit like that. And then you're supposed to do the workroom floor every once, a section at a time.
Well, he does that, but he does it with a canister vacuum.
Yeah,
he
yeah, so-
wheels it around in a cart.
Yeah, it fucking blows dust all over the place.
Hmm.
It's supposed to capture the dust, not stir it around. That's why no dust mops. You're not supposed to use any string mops like cotton, the old white, swab the
I
deck
get it.
mops.
You're on the
Never supposed to
cutting
use
edge of
those.
janitorial services with your backpack.
Actually, we're
vac.
cleaning for health, not appearance.
I'm aware.
Right, so that's the
I've
thing.
heard.
I like that slogan, Brian.
It's not my slogan.
Where'd you pick that one up?
That training. They poisoned
Anyway,
my
this
mind.
was a story.
You snap that thing off. How many times have you heard that?
At least 30 a day.
Okay, all right.
In training, I heard it 30 times a day.
Figured it had to. Have
So
been
this
less.
was a story about Cooter. Remember Cooter?
Mm-hmm.
That's where this was going.
Yeah,
That's why I didn't want
this
to
is the
stop by the
backpack
backpack vac.
Okay, so he came up and he was talking to me, and he's like, "How are things going?" I said, "Great. How are things going with you?" And he's like, "Great." And I could tell, I could tell just by looking at him that he's much better.
Yeah.
He's better. He's
No.
better off. Way better off.
Well, his anger is
It's
not
gone.
Really, it's not really an issue for him.
It's
anymore.
tamped down all the way.
He
So I'm
handled
happy
this-
for him.
Well, I don't think he's just angry. I think he just doesn't have any anger. I think he's
I don't
just
either. It's weird.
And he
rolling
gets
with
stuff
everything.
done.
He
Yeah.
does. Like when I came in and those 3 things were done, I'm like,
He's eager to please. That's what he needs. He needs to. Somebody gives him a task and they do it, and they say thanks, man, and that's all he needs to hear.
he's a good guy.
But that's why he couldn't hack carrying the mail, because nobody ever tells you thanks. And he needs to be thanked. You know what I mean? They always give you more shit to do, and then they yell at you in the morning. Why didn't you do this? Everybody got fuck all that shit.
I don't know. I'm happy he's my boss.
That's cool. I wish he was mine.
The other guy left. Bobby's already gone.
Really?
Yeah, he was there like a week and a half. And,
Where did he go?
back down to where he was around the corner. And moved him right back out there.
Oh boy.
So you just got Cooter?
So your partner in crime drove the 2-ton.
Yeah.
And there's very few people that can drive that 2-ton.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the people who could drive the 2-ton was there on loan, apparently, from somewhere else. And they decided that that 2-ton truck went into my motherfucking parking spot. And
Really?
then left.
Ha ha.
And there was nobody in that station that was legally allowed to drive the 2-ton.
All the new people
You
get
may tell you
2-ton
how
of
you
ProMaster training.
Solve that. You park.
None of the
on
people like
the
me
front
could ever-
bumper of that
Never
truck,
drive that.
and then put your keys up.
There's a spot that says collector, I think, actually.
There is.
Yeah.
So I took
Is
that
there
spot.
really?
Yeah. So
It
I
says it on the ground. He picked it up from there.
so I took that spot for over a week. And I got used to that spot.
Over a week.
It was my new home. I liked parking there.
Yeah,
I
you're the
knew
first one out
exactly
the
how to
door,
get it in there. It's the first spot. I didn't have to walk far. I didn't have to use a cart that often because I would just juggle shit till I got in the door because it wasn't that far.
Sounds nice.
I got used to it.
That's good.
It was his new spot.
And then I come back one day and the collection truck was in my fucking new spot, which is where it originally belongs.
How dare they?
So then I go, God damn it, in the parking lot. And I forget in that parking lot, everybody can hear you when your window's down.
Oh, yeah.
So there was clerks out there and they all looked at me like, what's he mad about? And then I drove forward a little bit.
I have to park in my own
I
parking
got parked 4
spot.
spots down now.
I got used to it.
It's
I was
4
mad at
spots.
first, then I got used to it.
It's 4 fucking spots.
Dude, that's what it is. 4 spots.
You think it was 4 miles.
Oh fuck.
That's good.
And so then
Some of us
I
are
get
not
a little
built for walking conditions.
That's right.
I get a little past the collector, and then the new supervisor's now parked in my spot.
That's awesome.
8 parking spots on that side empty. They choose mine to fucking park in.
Their personal vehicle?
Yes.
Oh, you just block them right in there and throw the keys out in the woods is
I
what you
think
do
what
there.
it is he's the first one to leave.
He's the first one back.
Both.
Yeah.
I'm first
So
out,
if
first
the
in.
first car to come in after he leaves, he's the only empty spot. Somebody's parking there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's goofy as shit. It's funny, too. So where'd you park then?
In care spot.
Oh, fuck. You're never going to hear that. That's
And then I went and gave the
That'll never
manager
end.
my keys and said, look, she's going to come in here throwing a fit because I'm in her spot. I was like, I got nowhere to park. Wherever you want me to park. Here's my keys. Do whatever. And then somebody took my truck and left their garbage in, so it didn't matter anyway.
Problem solved.
Left their garbage. They don't even deliver anything in it. They just take it. Let's go to McDonald's and empty a garbage
The
can.
boss called one of them after Jason left and was like, "Hey, will
that
you just go
fucking thing-
drive Jason's truck around for an hour and leave some shit in it?"
I think you might be right.
Burn all the
because
gas out.
Run some
Because let
gas
me
out.
tell you what I found in that truck the next day. A McDonald's wrapper, no
There you go.
shit.
There you go.
Like a hamburger wrapper,
Yeah.
an empty McDonald's cup,
I paid. I got $50 for it a month ago.
a tub of outgoing fucking mail, and 2 parcels
Yes. Yes.
that were supposed to be delivered
Oh, even better.
that had scans.
That's probably a boss that did that.
More than likely.
Because Cooter said, I'm getting kind of sick of carrying rural routes. Sorry.
No, because it wasn't that route. Because I looked at the address on the parcels, it wasn't that route.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, that's fucked.
he's carrying about every day.
Is he really?
Yeah, we'll get into it in the break. I can't
Jeez.
talk about it
Okay,
on.
Yeah, I hear
It's,
you. Yeah, well, that's y'all's rules. That's fucking.
it's no. Well, they brought a CCA in
That's
one
what's
day,
up.
and I'm like, I'm gonna let it slide. But this ain't gonna be what's going on for the next 5 weeks. Y'all
Oh,
gonna have
why
to
come
find
you don't
somebody.
have a sub?
Well, because Joe's off.
Still?
Yeah.
What do you have? His feet cut off? What the fuck?
I can't talk about that on air either.
Okay.
Because
Is he
if
sick?
you can think about the most embarrassing surgery you can have that's not elective, it's that one.
Oh no.
And then, yeah,
Hemorrhoids?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hemorrhoidal tissue.
Like had to leave one day because he got his period.
Oh, he sat on his roids. Or his balls. Did he sit on his roids or sit on his... He got his period.
Holy fuck! I'd have to leave town.
I was like, nobody
I
said
think
anything
I would just
about
quit
it. I would
over
quit.
the phone.
No,
I would
he didn't
call and
care.
quit.
He didn't care. Like he
sat
told
on the
everybody what was up.
roids.
He's like, I'm bleeding so goddamn bad. I'm going to the fucking hospital, I guess.
He's funny.
Jesus.
After our Sparks with Joe the squeaky shoe. His shoes squeak like a motherfucker. He's had the same pair of shoes since I worked there. It's the same. It's
What-
the same
They're
thing
what
every time.
Jason's story
Squeak,
is now
squeak.
a
What kind of
story
shoes are
from
they?
last
I don't know. They're little old tennis shoes.
New Balance are
Because
old
I
person
would,
white
white
leather.
hold on, I wouldn't care if they squeaked if they last 4 years.
They
Like,
haven't
find out what
made-
kind of shoes these are.
They have not made all leather shoes in about 15 fucking years. Everything's that mesh shit. He walks in there and they're all fucking busted and. He needs to have that prostate worked out. Fuck the hemorrhoids.
What you're missing is the breath on the off squeak. It's squeak, squeak.
It's not
Squeak.
that fast either. I should have said that the cadence is a lot different.
Anyway, so he's still off because of that.
Fuck. Poor Joe,
Kevin was
man.
on annual. And
Everybody there is still off when I was there last. Everybody's still gone.
well, yeah.
It's fucked.
And then she,
Yeah, the other one.
you know, it's gonna be a total of 6 weeks.
Really?
It's 5 from last week, and she was AWOL for the majority of a week.
Huh? Was it she in lockdown or what? I mean, well,
I can't get into it.
I know.
Jesus.
What's the HIPAA Act or whatever? You know,
I can't.
Everyone's just starting their periods, okay?
everybody's had a period at the same
That's
time.
a
It's a
bitch
lot of
a period.
hemorrhoids.
lot of hemorrhaging. Some
Lot
of
of
them are in the
hemorrhoids.
brain. Some of them's in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So, I mean, next week it'll be better because Kevin will be back. But,
You know.
Kara's got to work tomorrow. So that means my tomorrow is going to be pretty rough. 'Cause she's going to be mad about
She'll
being
be
there.
bitching the whole day.
Yep.
I got
Yep.
paid. Can we take a break?
Yeah, let's take it.
All right.
Bring it.
This is an explicit podcast containing filthy language and adult themes like dick and shit jokes. If you're easily offended or have a stick up your ass, this probably is not for you. Guidance is suggested for sensitive types, and occasionally some lights may flash, so if you're prone to seizures and all that, you might want to skip this. And lastly, we don't speak for anyone or any entity. We only speak for ourselves, of course. What follows is opinion based on our individual experiences in the industry. So take that. God damn it, I fucked it up at the end. is an explicit podcast containing filthy language and adult themes like dick and shit jokes. If you're easily offended or have a stick up your ass, this probably is not for you. Guidance is suggested for sensitive types, and occasionally some lights may flash, so if you're prone to seizures and all that, you might want to skip this. And lastly, we don't speak for anyone or any entity. We only speak for ourselves, of course. What follows is opinion based on our individual experiences in the industry. So take that. God damn it, I fucked it up at the end.
Mics are live. Mics are live.
Ever get some mail though? That's it. I have a feeling this is gonna be something that
That you're not gonna appreciate.
I'm not. I'll appreciate it because it's gonna be a good joke, but I don't think I'm gonna like it. Yeah, I mean I know who paid for it and I see where it's from, so I'm not excited about that at all.
Where's it from?
Something called Lake Decals, Cincinnati.
What do you mean
Ohio.
you're not? What do you mean you're not excited about it?
You're all about the lake.
You're all about the lake now.
If this is some kind of fucking lake life shit, I'm sure I'm not gonna like it.
Just keep in mind, he's watching you.
I know he's always watching. He's right on my left
Is that
shoulder.
who it's from?
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he only uses he made up this middle name that I didn't understand.
What
And
is
it's
your
on
middle
everything.
name?
Well, so I've already seen it.
Oh, you've seen it.
Oh, you've seen.
Okay. It's,
Did you gotta
I'm
finish
gonna
telling me that
it's
story?
terrible. I'm gonna hate it, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. It's involved in like there's levels of fucked up and probably criminal charges. But that's what I said.
Holy shit.
Abandonment. Yeah. That's happened a bunch of times. It's good. You're gonna have to go ahead. Or they are.
Well, yeah. The problem is I haven't told
Oh no, this is a fucking wristband.
I haven't told anything I know, but everybody knows shit that I know, which tells me somebody who shouldn't be doing it is doing
I think
it.
it's-
You'll know after.
I know
Turn
exactly.
that down.
Fuck off.
Woo!
How about now?
A little bit more.
Now it's
Up.
Down.
Woman's never satisfied, Jason. You know.
There.
That down.
No. Welcome back to Out for Delivery, everybody. Please help support the show in any way you can. Visit the website, eldoradostudio.net. Click around and look at the support things and see what you want to do there. You can subscribe to Patreon, give us money directly.
Thanks for the hard sell on that.
You could do the
As
Amazon
long
link.
as you give us money in one of the available ways.
Yeah, just, you know,
Whichever one
you
you
want to
like.
keep the show rolling, you know, working on our membership drive that we're doing. Fundraising drive.
Yeah.
It is now the annual marathon show, Columbus Day weekend.
Marathon show's coming down to the wire. It'll be
coming down the wire,
Sunday
baby.
of Columbus Day weekend.
October, 13th?
Yep.
4 weeks from today? 5
Got a
weeks
month.
from today.
Right
So-
now, it's looking like possibly, all still tentative, 2 new shows debuting that day.
2 new shows that day.
2 brand new shows
On the
debuting
stream.
that day.
It's going to be streaming all
From the
fucking
network.
day, man.
Yes.
It's going to be wild. Get your shit together. Columbus Day weekend. You're not doing anything. Lake's going to be too cold.
Attempt some kind of schedule for that day, or
We'll do
It's
something.
on me. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
There'll be food. There'll be booze.
I mean,
Be
there'll
some
be.
drugs.
Here's the thing.
Liquor and whores.
Last year, everybody hung out in here whether they were on mic or not.
right.
This year, it's going to be A, cooler. B, I'm going to have 2 canopies out there.
It's going
10
to be
by
the
10
better,
canopies.
better part of the year.
We're going to have a grill, a bunch of chairs and shit. So if you're not on mic, there's going to be a hangout area out there. So there'll be times when you're supposed to be
Staging
on
area.
air.
Mhm.
So you'll be in here when you're supposed to be on air. But that doesn't mean that you have to leave or what, you know what I'm saying? There'll be plenty of hanging out happening. It's just not going to be happening in this room. It's going to be a little less chaotic what it was last year
Very good.
when I'm doing a different show and then Colonel Bryant's playing guitar behind me and Jazz's mom's falling off the couch.
Because she's too drunk to sit.
Yeah, but that was fun.
That was fun.
That'll
This will
happen
be fun
some
too,
towards
but-
the end of the night. It's going to be more structured in the beginning till we get everybody through.
It may have been fun for us, but it wasn't on camera, so no one else knew what we were distracted with.
That
over
was
there.
part of the problem. And when we were doing introducing ignorance of the law and having those guys on, it was chaos back there. And those were the first time those guys had been on mic, so you couldn't really hear them.
It was hot as shit.
It was. Plus, when you get too many people in this room, it just gets hot. Period. It's too well insulated. So there's going to be staging areas, and people are going to be coming and going, and I'll be working on a schedule. But 2 new shows, it's looking like.
Very
And
good.
the massage from Little Rick to After Lodge Jason.
That's probably
Massage?
not. No, I don't think we're going to have time to work that into the schedule.
Oh, I'll make it happen. He already plans on wearing his thong special for you.
Can we have?
Can we not do any of that?
Can we have the past master massage Little Rick while Little Rick massages
I'm
you?
sure
Oh, a
he would be down
three-way.
with that.
Like y'all just
Hey,
sit
it's
in a
listen.
line or something?
We have to do that now.
If the
Because
past
He
master
disagrees.
says it has to happen.
I'm going to be a hard pass on all this,
It's not
just
up
for
to
the
you.
record.
It's
Yeah,
It's not up to you.
I was
Executive
My
kinda-
body, my choice.
I was kind of asking
Executive
him.
Producer.
My body, my choice.
Executive producer.
So please, yeah, support the show in any way you can and help us out on the marathon show that weekend. It's going to be nuts. So you can come out if you want.
Yeah.
Make plans now.
Eat some jelly beans.
Get
And
some beans.
if you decide to come down,
Have a few drinks.
there will be a pre-marathon show party the night before. Get together. I wouldn't say party. That sounds like
There's
college.
a
It's a gathering
pre-show gathering
of
the
like-minded individuals
evening before. Yeah.
with whiskey and such, probably.
Such
And such.
probably.
Yeah.
Yes. That's it. That's what I got on
That's
the
it.
marathon.
That's the plug for marathon show.
I
That's
was
it.
cutting grass. Okay, cutting grass day before yesterday at my new place. I got a hell of a ride.
Hang on, wait a minute. At your new place.
At
Is
the
this
new-
where you
at the
live
new
or where
office.
you work?
New office.
Okay, 'cause it
Sorry.
could have been
I know
either.
that. I know.
Yeah.
I know, but a lot of changes. This is riding mower. It's pretty big,
Yeah.
right?
Is it a
And-
skag?
No,
got a skag mower?
No, it's a Husqvarna. It's a nice
Husqvarna.
Husqvarna. Swedish.
Catch a ride with Scooter Man. Hot dog down a skag hallway.
Oh God. So there's islands like in a parking lot, right? You got the big strip of grass with the trees and shit. And you mow that, and there's a couple of these little islands that you can get up on because the curb is low. There's a couple of them you can't get on, so you got to break out the push mower for that shit. But guy goes, yeah, go out there and cut that main part. You could drive up there by the blue box over there. You can mow that, and you can mow all this shit, and just wait for me. Okay. So I get done with that, and I go up. I'm gonna go over and mow this shit because it's kind of tall. I mean, it hadn't had a lot of rain, so we had to mow the grass. But the grass was tall up by the blue box, and so I drive up to the blue box. There's no customers around. I mean, it's midday. We come back from a coffee break. We run break. We worked for a half hour. We took a 35-minute break, and we came out there and worked for 15. We took a 20-minute break. Shit like that.
It's hot. You don't want to overstress yourself.
So we're out there, and I'm this is kind of like the dude in the hallway at Austin Powers, doot 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 doot, in that little vehicle you're trying to turn around. That's kind of why you have to mow the grass in this little area because it's almost like it would be triangle.
Yeah, it's almost like it'd be easier just to use a push mower.
It would be, but you can drive up and get it. So that's the way that they do it, right? It's kind of lazy, but you don't have to get off the mower.
Take a little more effort. Like
it
half
would
the
take
time,
more effort, yeah,
but a little more effort.
So I'm up there and I drive it around and try not to blow it. You know, so you can't help it. You have to blow the grass out into the parking lot in that particular section.
You ain't got a bag catch on it?
No, you got a gas blower. You come behind and blow all the shit off.
Okay.
So I'm
But where?
Out into the street.
You just spread it out far enough where it's not noticeable.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I'm going
for
backwards,
health, not saying it's
forward. For health, not appearance. So we go forward and go back. And forward, back. And I was like, fuck, I got to turn around and get this other part. And I turned around, and it was going to blow to the right. That's fine. I wasn't paying attention. And I went forward. It was a pile of clippings of grass that I'd already cut and the tall grass that I hadn't yet mowed. So it was probably it was a good 10 inches high right there.
Okay.
And I ran over it at full speed, and I looked to my right, and I said, oh, shit, the blue box was on my right. Well, there was a white car sitting there. A guy was dumping something in the blue box. I didn't see the guy pull up. There was like a fucking tidal wave of grass clippings and shit. Like, this thing's running full speed.
Really, Brian?
Whoosh! Like that. And I drove up, and then I sat there for a minute. I was like, oh, fuck. And then the guy pulled up, and he just looked at me, and he grass all over his fucking car. And he was sitting there, he goes, just shook his head no, and he drove off. And when he was going out when he took a right, grass was coming off of his car when he was he was driving away.
That guy is very disappointed in you.
He was.
You were going to spit on your customers, and now you've changed to blowing giant wads
I've
of
blown.
grass.
It's even
I've
more
blown.
passive aggressive.
It's
Way
better,
more grass.
though. Like, I'd rather have grass on me than spit.
We're going the
None
right
of this
direction.
grass is going to hurt you, but I'm going to
Not
dump
on you, Jason,
3
on
tons
your
of grass
car.
clippings on
I
your
hope you're
car.
not allergic to the ragweed that I just mowed. Whoosh.
And not
I mean,
just
it
on you,
fucking
Jason,
blew
on your
everywhere.
car.
I understand what you're saying. If there'd been a rock in it, it'd have been a different story. But if it's just grass clippings,
I
I'd
would say,
probably live.
Sir, if you could just hang here for about 30, 35 minutes, I'm going to go take a break, and then I'm going to get the gas
If
blower,
it's
and I'll be able to blow your car
fresh
off.
cut grass and make your car green.
That's possible.
I don't know. It
You'd
was
have
the
to
fucking
get
shit
that
was
shit
all over
off
him.
of
He had his
there.
wipers on, too, which I thought was very
'Cause
funny.
it's wet and it would dry.
He was old dude. I was like, man. the only
Watch
thing
it.
I was-
Where you're working, those are very particular people.
They are particular. Peculiar, too.
I used to deliver out there. They're very particular.
Well, do you know where the customer entrance is?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You can go in from the left, or you can go in from the right. This is very important here. The boss came out and said, I was standing in the lobby the other day, and he goes, hey, make sure you put that wet floor sign in front of that over there. And he said, people, I was like, I haven't mopped it yet. What the fuck's he? And I said, okay. And he walked off, and I was like, what the fuck's he talking about? Whatever. And then I was out there picking up shit, and then Kevin comes up and goes, oh, did you hear him about that wet floor sign? I said, yeah, but what the fuck is he talking about? The floor? I haven't mopped the floor yet. He goes, no. When you come in the left door, there's like a entrance. It's weird. It's got a door on each side. And it all leads to the office. It's all the same place. There's 2 doors. He said, the people that come in the left side, they walk in the door, and they walk through the other doors that are propped open, and they go into the lobby or whatever. The people that come into the right side, I don't know what their deal is, but like they don't see the doors propped open and they walk right into the glass. They walk into the glass and bam, he said it happens a dozen times a fucking day.
I would not put a sign up.
I did that at the dollar store.
Well, that's why they said put the wet floor sign. He said they're
would.
looking down or something. He said put the wet floor sign right in front of the glass there so they don't walk into it. And I went and looked at the place over there. I was like, there ain't no fucking way that happens. There's
If somebody's
greasy
looking at their
spots,
phone as
there's
they're
grease-
walking,
yeah. There's like you could see like a guy's face, like there was a dot where the tip of his nose was. There's scratches on the glass at different levels where people have
Probably
knocked their
glasses.
fucking glasses off and shit.
I'm telling you right now, I'd take the wet floor sign down and put up
Put
a
up a
camera.
camera. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I want to do.
That's
He said you could stand here for an hour. And one of the clerks came out and said, "Oh yeah, but there's not, when they're not busy and they can sit there and look." He said, "We'll just sit there and watch the door and watch people run into the fucking glass if it's not there."
So I'm curious
Great.
what's in your
Yeah, I got some
package
mail
from
here
the
from
past master there.
Past Master, so we're gonna open this. Jazz is already in on the joke.
Unless it's something new, but
She's in on like all the jokes.
I know. I
I'm
don't know what this
special.
is. Okay. Oh fuck. Oh, fuck me. This is not.
What is it?
it's not.
Wait a
what we
minute.
thought it was.
Hold on.
Take it out of there.
Hey,
Hold on.
You don't get to see it before we do.
Hold on. I thought. Now this I don't like. This is a bracelet.
It's
I
a
don't already don't like this. This is a
What's it
sticker.
say?
This sticker says "Unsalted Life" on it. That's not bad. Okay. Where's the camera? Right.
Your camera's on the shelf, but the
That's
camera.
He's
okay.
dude. He's literally showing it to the fucking monitor. He's
No,
like
I
my
was trying to get
grandma.
in front of this one.
There's
Unsalted Life. Now, see, that's not bad. And then this is what's bad about the bracelets.
Still says
It says
I like it.
Unsalted Life. I hear you.
put it on.
Does that mean fresh water, or does
Yeah.
that mean I don't like the salt life?
Both. Put it on.
I'm off board again. Hang on. I talked myself out of it.
Put it
Unsalted
on.
Life might have been something, like anti-salt life shit.
It says surprise mail.
You
Surprise
are
mail.
anti-salt life.
I am, but I'm also not pro freshwater life.
You own a boat, dumbass.
I know, but I'm not saying that. Those people that walk around any life. No, this life. No, my life is way more complicated that can be reduced to a fucking sticker. Okay,
Well, that's just a part of your life reduced to a
it
sticker.
is a
The
part of my
rest
life
isn't
reduced to a
stickered
sticker, but I
yet.
don't like salt life.
How's that?
It should- you can put
How's
that
that
on a
fish
sticker.
doing there, freshwater?
Fuck salt life. My son caught 2 fucking catfish last week.
I'm
Right
talking
out
about
of-
your pet.
I mean,
the
it doesn't
pet,
sum up
he's
his
fine.
life because there's no toilets on there.
That
Right.
is true.
There's no grass clippings. There's no.
Even though I don't think the water.
This
in
is good
toilets
though. I like
salted.
this. And you know what?
Unsalted
true.
Water.
I suffer for this show. I do. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
put this
should wear that.
motherfucker
I hope
on.
it never comes off again.
It probably
I
will.
hope it can't come off. I hope
Unsalted
there's
life.
like some
There we
kind
go.
of thing that prevents it.
It's beautiful.
If you
Thank you, past master.
if you grab the thing over there and somebody holds his arm, you can melt that onto his arm, so it'll be permanent.
You shrink it a little
That's a
bit,
good
and
idea.
it's not coming off. I'll have
Shrink
to cut
it,
that.
melt it to the skin.
Have to cut that off.
He won't
Let's
know
not
the
do that.
difference.
Let's
He's
not.
gonna be able
Let's
to
not cut
see.
that off. Let's wear that forever.
Yeah, unsalted life. Thank you.
Nobody will even know it's for unsalted life. They'll just think you got ball cancer.
Now, what is the blue? Does that represent? Is there something? There's a fucking thing for every. Oh, God damn! I turned this inside out.
To yellow.
The yellow is the ball
I don't know
cancer.
if neon yellow
It's
is any
probably-
better, Brian.
AIDS or something. What's? Okay. It doesn't say it on the reverse, so that's a
Oh.
positive.
As
Oh,
long as
this
you
could
wear
be
it.
like you're on a gangbang video or something. You were checked. You know what I mean? You got the bracelet on. You can bang away.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Okay, good, fine.
Anyway.
All right. Thanks for that.
I was going somewhere.
Were you?
And
What were we talking about?
We went to a festival yesterday because we took the dog to the dog park, and there was a festival
Oof.
going on.
You're like
Why-
one of
why'd
these
you take a dog to
standard
the-
fucking like dog people now. Like,
Why'd you take the dog to
your-
the dog
your
park?
life-
'Cause
revolves
it's a
around
very-
dog
It's
parks.
a very energetic dog, and we don't have a yard.
No,
so-
there's sidewalks, right?
Yeah,
you put
but-
the dog in the car to take him to the.
Yeah, but like the nearest dog park is you have to have a key fob to
You
get
should
in there.
you
Fuck
should
that.
you should bring the dog here. There's
Why
like
don't you just walk
50
the dog?
acres here.
If I let him off the leash, he's gone.
Okay.
He's got to have a fence.
No, you
He'll
should
get
put a leash
tired
on dog
eventually.
walk.
Yeah, we do that, but like, I mean, look at me.
Look at who.
I don't want to walk.
So what? Why'd you get a dog then?
Well, the dog can walk itself.
Get a
Fair
dog
point.
run.
all
Not
I'm
if you
hearing
gotta keep
is
it on a
you've
leash, you
made
can't.
some bad decisions.
I mean, not really. I really enjoy having.
I mean, you
it.
can't just talk
I'm
yourself
ju-
out all the reasons why you should get a dog.
No, I'm fine with that. I don't mind taking it to the dog park, throwing a ball.
It's not the
I
same
don't
thing.
mind taking it for a walk 2 times a day.
It's got to go for a walk.
I do that twice.
You walk. So you walk twice a day with the dog already. Do you take
Yeah.
him to the dog park every time, or just?
No. Just
Special
like
occasions.
once or twice a week.
So anyway,
Anyway, we drove past a festival in the hipster part of town.
it was just like
Oh,
5
that's
minutes
in
of
the
everybody
hipster
giving
part of town.
Avery shit
Yeah.
for no reason.
Dog
No, no.
park. There's a reason.
Dog park.
Dog
Because
park.
he owns a dog.
No, dog park.
Dog,
That's
I
the
didn't
reason.
even bring up the dog park.
But and we circled back. We left the dog at home. Came back. And
House
we were
was
walking
destroyed.
through.
Dog don't like festivals?
We
Yeah.
didn't want
Is
to.
it a dog festival?
There were dogs everywhere,
Where's the dog park fest?
and I didn't want to have to deal with it.
Okay.
West Nile virus.
I'll continue.
What's now? So
Colon and colorectal cancer. Colorectal cancer. What is that word?
Colo.
Colo.
Cranionostosis.
Colo!
Craniosynostosis?
Well, Brian is a 6-foot asshole, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
It's perfect.
In like
perfect asshole.
Kaylee was buying some like homemade soaps or something. I don't know. I was standing there, and then this Russian man appears behind her as she's like swiping her card on the person's thing.
Oh, it's to
And
steal
he's-
her credit card information.
No, like this close to her back, and she turns around, and I'm confused.
Into the mic.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're not trying to defend your. You're just like, sir, what can we do to assuage you?
I was,
Swayed
no, I was
you.
confused because I thought
You would ever say the word
Yeah,
assuage.
he may. You know, you never know.
When
He get
startled.
nervous. Only when he's nervous.
we thought he was checking out or something, and then he like starts talking at like 60 miles an hour, and he's like, "Yeah, I do homeo. I didn't
that
understand it.
fast?
It's all in a like a.
I don't know.
thick-
I've never seen words on the highway.
Homeopathic.
It's a thick Ukrainian accent.
Jason's familiar with those.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the Ukraines.
Coming at us real
He
quick.
knows a couple.
He's telling us something about healing spiritually, massages.
Yeah.
He healed Lady Gaga's fibromyalgia without talking to her, without looking at her.
She didn't even know about it.
Yeah.
Is it-
Oh, so he's a
Impressive?
Reiki master. Got it.
Yeah,
Go on.
and he's like, I'm 60 years old and I'm flying, and I mean, like he's like,
No, he's literally flying.
Oh, the drugs are
he
really
is
good.
on ecstasy. He is flying and rolling.
He's wearing a sleeveless shirt that says something about spiritualallnaturalhealing.com.
Infowars.com.
Hold on. Is that the name of the
Infowars.
website?
Hold on, I think
Spiritual and allnaturalhealing.com.
It's a little
Quick.
long. It's too wordy.
Somebody type all that shit
You
in.
took his card?
He gave us 2 cards, because get this.
Oh, shit.
As soon as he finished, like, I don't have the card on me.
Hold on.
It's-
Did he actually do anything?
No,
Gave a
not
card.
there,
Like,
no.
did he give you all a
He gi-
touchless massage or something?
No, he doesn't have to touch it.
Why he
Yeah.
he couldn't have cured your
He didn't give you a handy
fibromyalgia?
through your jean over the jeans robe or nothing.
No, it's a happy ending, a non-touching happy ending.
But he kept going and for like 5 minutes about his homeopathic methods.
Yeah, that shit.
And
You know what
then-
homeopathic means?
No.
It
Bullshit.
means it doesn't work.
Okay.
It's a synonym for bullshit.
Okay.
If it worked,
Just
it
like
would
meteorology.
be called medicine.
Yeah.
Well,
You would be getting it at the doctor.
he finishes his pitch and we start to walk away, and he's like, I also love to cook. So I have a catering business and I make knives.
Oh, knives too, huh?
Does he
So he's
does
just
he
trying to
do,
get work from you all?
Does
I
he
don't
do any
understand.
artwork on wood? Just curious.
Yeah, what kind
See,
of
was he-
Hold on,
other
did he have a
operations does
dog?
he run?
No, he didn't have a dog.
Because
This
he was at
the
a hipster fair.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we were still at the
No,
dog
he was,
park.
no, we moved on. We went
Nobody
to the
was at
hipster
the
fair.
dog park except for some squirrels.
Yeah.
Why would a squirrel
Park-
go to a dog park?
Squirrel Park's next door. They were confused.
Those are some brave fucking squirrels.
Yeah.
But no, we had a good time. We got some things.
Okay, so
What kind of things?
that's just anecdotal. It's
good
okay.
story.
No real story, but it's
I
good.
was just trying to fill time.
No,
up.
what kind of things?
Kaylee got some soaps and a candle. We got like this big plaster skull.
Huh.
It's like painted.
Did the Russian dude make any of it? Did he have a
No,
booth?
I don't think
Nothing.
so.
He's just hanging out.
Yeah,
Just a
and
big painted skull.
You didn't
Yeah,
buy
it's like
you
a-
didn't buy a sword or anything
It's
else?
like the size of an actual. I wish.
Size of an actual skull, or
yeah,
like a?
maybe a little bit bigger.
Are you sure it wasn't a real skull?
Yeah, because it's like
It was way too cheap for that.
Yeah.
it was like plaster or something on the inside, and like she had dipped it, and then like dipped it again. And
Is
I
it
don't
just
know.
like a statuary type? You just something you just
Yeah.
sit out, or does
Yeah,
it
yeah,
do
yeah.
anything?
Do you have
You
a
can
picture
put-
of
you
it?
can-
Does it light up?
You can put candles in it if you wanted.
Oh, I
We
see.
put
Stop
it-
at the candles before you burn down your apartment.
Yeah, you're gonna have to ease up on the candles a little bit.
No,
I
I,
mean-
tried to find his website and I can't find it, but I can find holistic spiritual healing schools and programs for the natural healer if you guys want to become one of
.com?
these.
No thanks. I just do all my research on Infowars.com. So Jazz, I sent you a picture.
You did.
Put that onto the TV, and
It's
then
there.
swap the camera.
What's this?
All right, so let's see.
What
We
in
got
the hell
two
we got going
cars.
here?
Got a dog.
All right.
Dog on a deck.
Back.
So you see
Is
that
this a back
box?
porch or is this the front
This is
door? or
this
what?
is the side.
Oh, those
porch.
are okay. That's a like the underground utilities.
No, that box was
Table?
what I was delivering.
Oh,
The reason that box was left there is that POS Mustang right there
Yeah.
was the domain of that little shit on the porch.
That's the dog you were talking about.
He came out at 100 miles an hour, all fucking teeth and growl. I've never had a fucking fat ass Chihuahua not growl, like not bark. Like he was just like, ah!
It's the place where that woman comes out and just says, "Hey, it'll be okay." It's just
No.
fucking-
Okay. No. It's close though. It's
it
close.
looks like it.
From the chicken.
Yeah.
Was it-
It's a-
was-
what
was
was
it
it?
a
It's a
chicken?
goose or it's a
Peacock.
fucking
It was a peacock.
peacock. That's right.
Peacock.
You'll be fine.
So I like
It's a
stomped my foot
peacock.
and went, stop! And he didn't even slow down.
Really, that
He was
usually
still
gets
coming.
them.
I'm using the box as a go-between, and I kind of poke him with the box.
Oh, you hit him with the
Like just kind of.
materials.
Dogs that small are too stupid to understand stop and
Well-
typical dog scaring tactics.
When I gave him the little boop with the box, he retreated to where he's at right now. And I'm like, all right, this is my window. I dropped the box, and as soon as I set that fucking
Zoomed
box
in.
down,
Look at this.
Did he run
that
after you?
motherfucker was on 100 again.
Shit. You broke his plane. You came into
We
his domain there,
danced
man.
all the way back to the fucking street
We
with him
danced.
biting.
Hey, that's the picture I want to see. Fuck the box. I want
Like-
to see that little dance y'all did back to
He
the truck.
would go to bite my ankle, and I would raise my leg up, and he would be confused that he didn't have flesh in his teeth, and then he would go for the other one. So all the way back to the truck.
You could see his hair standing up like from here on the
And
picture.
then
He's
I
like,
took this picture as proof when that motherfucker complains about his box being left in the yard,
There's the dog.
that it's that motherfucking dog's fault, and they were home.
Why is the dog
They
just
were
loose?
probably watching
I don't
the
know.
entire thing from their window.
Probably were.
They have a video of
Yeah,
it.
but
They're
you're
like,
on
"Look what
YouTube
we did
now,
to
you
our
don't know it."
mailman today.
That's fucking good.
I should have hit him a little
Is that
harder
where
with
they
the box.
park too?
Yeah, no.
Just at grass,
Yeah, that's.
whatever.
I was gonna ask how that Fusion got there, or the Focus, or
Yeah,
whatever it
it's
is.
just kinda
I was like, how
sitting
did you
there.
get with the
Park.
box right there?
Long night of drinking.
I thought it was some kind of utility box too.
I did, yeah.
No, that's where I left it. It was from a car part place.
They're gonna
I
back
figured it'd
over
be
No,
fine.
no, that's probably why explains why the Focus is over there.
That's
out
why I
of the
got the
way.
picture. That's why I got the picture. So if they call in complaining about the placement, I can say, you see that fucker right there?
Was it Rock Auto? It's probably a fucking
Nah.
front strut. A cool
No,
little
it
spring
was
on
it
top
was
of it.
exhaust. It was from an exhaust company.
Yeah, that's fucked.
So I'm thinking it's a piece of straight pipe or something. I don't
Illegal.
know.
It's an invisible dog fence.
Yeah.
But that little fucker
what
did
it
his goddamnest to bite me. It felt like 5 minutes. It was probably closer to 2.5 minutes. Because when you're, actively dodging a chihuahua, those little fuckers are
2.5
fast.
minutes is a really long time to be engaged in battle with someone.
It is a long time.
Well, like, I
It
was.
seems like an eternity when you're out there.
Yeah. At first, we were all right when I had the box because he was afraid of the box. And I was still trying to, wait for the people to come out because I know they're home.
You should have taken it with you back to the truck and then honked your horn.
I thought about it, but then I figured they're probably not going to hear it, and I'm going to have to write it up and
You
fuck
left a
writing
notice.
shit up.
Yeah, you fucking do all that shit.
Like, I'm already out of the truck. Like, this job's done.
To be honest, they should be inconvenienced for this situation
They should
because
be, yeah.
this is going to happen again if you leave them that parcel.
No, because next time I'll know to be on the lookout for the little hiding shit, line and wait little fuck.
That is a little piece of shit doing
Like,
that.
he waited till I got, past him. And then he come out. He was cutting off my line of retreat. Like, he had fucking plans and shit drawn up.
Oh, he knew how to get you.
Like, I was to the stairs before he come out from behind that Mustang.
Oh, he was hiding.
Yeah, he was under the car.
He waits till you can't.
Didn't make a peep,
Get
and then he
around, yeah.
cut my retreat off.
He was probably asleep, and Jason woke him up when he got there.
possible,
And
yeah.
then
Fucking woke him up.
every time you wake a dog up, it's
Well, they tell you
immediately
to
in
fucking
fight
wake
mode.
him up and
He's
make
just grumpy
noise
because
and all
he just
that.
woke up. That's all.
Hey, maybe he's just like me. Maybe he's just in a bad mood because he just woke up. Maybe if I saw him at an hour later, we'd have been friends or
Maybe.
something.
I don't know. Maybe friends is too strong. I don't
Yeah,
know, you might not
probably.
have been
Yeah,
friends.
you're right.
You would have been all right terms to drop off that box. Possibly.
I wouldn't have got out if I'd seen him,
If you could have
but he was
thrown it,
lying in wait.
that's why I think sometimes that's why people throw shit. Just kind of toss it up on there and get the fuck out of there because the dog is.
Oh no,
in
there's
the
a
way.
house on my route that's way out in the boonies that you got to go down a gravel road to get there. They got boxes on the street, but you got to go down this gravel road to get there, and they get boxes all the time, like this. Like they'll get a box
Oh,
like
the
this,
small shit.
but they've got a locking box,
God
so it doesn't go
damn.
in there.
That's annoying.
So I got to drive the half a mile to their house, but they have a fucking Rottweiler, and he's on an invisible fence. And sometimes when I'm back there, they'll just randomly open the garage door, and then here comes the Rottweiler bounding out, and then the guy's behind like 2 minutes.
Wait, don't. Yeah, she
No,
won't bite you.
he's letting the dog out, and he's on his way out, but he lets the dog out first, and then he'll be out after he gets his keys and
Yeah.
shit. So whenever I'm back there and the garage door's down and I gotta leave something, it's like fucking, I'm like, like the door's open in the truck. I'm getting as close as I can to the fucking.
You're like, all right, if the garage door opens when I set the package down, I'll have 3 seconds to get back to the truck before the dog comes through.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm literally running and getting close and just kind of rolling it.
Like you're bowling.
I'm just gonna leave
You
this
take
here.
like 3 steps and then roll it and then run away.
Pretty much, yeah.
Your fucking car. Here's your exhaust tube, you fuck.
Now, does that Rottweiler pay attention to that electric fence?
Yeah, but the problem is you're inside his electric.
Yeah,
they
that's the
have
problem,
a huge
yeah.
fucking
I
place.
understand, but I've seen a handful of dogs not give a shit. I don't know if it's the batteries getting.
I've
all
never
wet.
seen him cross it, but then again,
Sometimes
I've
they
never
always
got out of
don't.
the truck whenever he's out.
You're gonna get a sub bit one day.
Sometimes they
Oh
don't
no,
always
they
have
they
the-
know about it. I've told them about that. I've told
They-
them animal interference at that house.
Some people won't put the collar on every time after they've
Yeah.
had the fence for a while because they think, well, the dog. Sometimes the dog does know where it is, and they don't know. The dog doesn't know it doesn't have the collar on. The dog doesn't know that.
But this house
collars
is so
that
far in the
shocks
middle of nowhere that if it decides to outrun the electric fence, it's
Yeah.
gonna get tired before it makes it to the next house to bite somebody.
Yeah,
He's
maybe.
gonna
It
turn around,
doesn't-
go home. He's gonna be like, "Fuck, I'm thirsty. I'm going back."
Depends on how mad he is.
I don't know,
He'd be
man.
pretty mad at you.
It's
you know?
pretty little ways.
I wouldn't want to get caught like that.
No. Well, that's the dog that caught me the one time when it was still a puppy. He was just got full grown, was still technically a puppy, and I was on the porch and he opened the garage door, and he had me cornered, and I'm fucking hollering, "Come get your fucking dog you just let out! Come get your fucking dog!" And then as soon as the dude walked around the corner, he's like, "What? That dog's fine." And then the dog ran at me, and I'm like, "Oh, here it goes! I'm gonna fucking die!" And then he does this barrel roll, and just slides right up to my feet with his fucking belly exposed. Like, "Come on, pet me."
Fuck. Thank God you did that the last second. All right, dog ain't gonna hurt you.
No. He's like, "Sorry," and I'm like, "You can't be opening this door when I'm out here, man.
It's bad. You get shot and your dog.
Get a box that fucking fits your shit, because it's always little tiny box. You never get anything big. It's always little tiny shit that should fit."
I always
Did
hate
you
the
rub
ones
the
that,
dog's belly?
that makes
Oh,
the
yeah, of
box
course.
that's just too big to fit in a standard box. And you try to get it in there and you're like, oh, if I could just break these corners.
If this box
It's
just
just a
didn't
little too
taper a
big.
little bit,
There's a specific company that makes
Yes.
a box that is very close,
Yeah.
like a 1/16 of an inch
Yeah.
on the corners, and
And
you
it's
could just take
something-
it down. It would fit perfect.
It's something you can put into a bag too. It doesn't need to be
Right.
in a box.
Right.
It's
the thing that
frustrating.
pisses me off the most is like, I'll deliver a couple small boxes to a house on Tuesday, and then they got another small box on Wednesday. But these fucks ain't picked up their shit since Tuesday, and now that small one won't fit, so I've got to take it to the door. Fuck you.
I sent you a picture
I hate that.
on Slack. There's been a development with regard to the name of the boat.
Uh-oh.
So we went with making waves for a long time,
Yeah.
and then somebody said something on the water 2 weeks ago that was pretty good and made a little bit more sense. So we went with that.
Why?
Because it turns out making waves is a pretty common thing to put on a boat.
I could see that.
That's what it is. There it is.
I don't get it.
That's
the brand
the
of
name
the
of the boat is
The brand.
Celebrity.
It's a celebrity.
Switch the camera.
Hmm.
And so
And as it turns out, the color worked out perfect.
local celebrity. It's
Pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
is
Pretty
Brian a douchebag?
Yeah.
It's pretty good, right?
Mm.
That's
Like-
cool, right? It's nice.
If I saw that, I would be annoyed.
You own
No,
a
you
boat.
should see
I
some of
feel
them
like
out there, though.
if he saw that, he
No,
would be
I would.
annoyed.
I get that one. That one's okay. But some of the ones you see out there,
know,
really
man.
bad. Some of them are really bad,
That's
man.
pretty bad.
No, that's not that bad.
A boat's name should be a little bit bad, though. Like, that's
Yeah.
kind of the point
It's a corny name.
of the name of the boat, is they're all something like making waves or
Yeah, that
or
one's too corny.
splashing with
That one
the
had a
boys
different
or-
meaning for me, but it was like, yeah, this people's they're gonna see that and get the wrong idea.
Let me get the wrong idea.
I feel like they're gonna get
Like
the right idea.
what idea could they possibly get?
They don't know we're making waves with the boys. They don't know about the podcast. It's not a podcast boat, so
It could be a podcast boat.
could be.
So hang on. Are you
Sure
trying
can
to
be.
say that local celebrity
on a celebrity boat.
It fucking hurts me just to say it.
He's been saying it. I love. He said it like 5 times. I love it.
So you're telling me that is less douchebaggery than
Yeah.
make?
It is.
Strong disagree.
I don't think so.
I'm at a 5 on the
You're not
disagree
even a
scale.
local
I would say
celebrity.
it's the same.
Yeah, the boat is. The boat's a local celebrity.
I don't think so.
It is.
Well, I guess it is local.
Well, the
Is
boat's
it?
famous down there.
Is it?
Yeah,
Why?
because of the guy who used to own it. So when people see that
So
boat
he's
on the
the
water, like, oh,
celebrity.
is that?
And then they're like,
no, the
no,
boat
it's
is.
just Brad.
No, it's just the boat. The guy was, oh, it's just him. Yeah.
No, it's the new guy.
Oh, that boat. I remember that boat. People remember the boat. They wave because they remember the boat. And people have stopped us before and said, hey, didn't this used to be so-and-so's boat?
They'll remember it now.
Because it's super fast.
I
It's,
guess
it's
if
a
you
fast
live
boat.
the lake life, you learn, like, you meet everybody else there, and you meet. It's like knowing all your customers' cars.
Sort of, yeah. Yeah, you get to
guess.
know, like, you
It's
look
just-
over, oh, I know that
don't
guy.
know. I feel like I've lost respect for him.
I'd rather be at the lake.
This is about what I expected.
I think you enjoyed the angry. I think you like the old me better.
It kind of worked for the
The old
show.
bitter.
It was kind of like
I know,
one of the
yeah.
main staples of the show.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah,
talk and
sorry.
you're fucking pissed. If I come in here and I start talking like I really can talk, and you're not angry, what the fuck are we even doing here
What is
anymore?
this all about?
that right
now,
there.
are you gonna
that's what we
take
are
the
now.
boat to like an ocean at some point?
No, I'll never take the boat in the ocean.
Why is that?
Because
Salt.
that's not set up for salt water. And I don't want to have to flush. You got to put the muffs on. You had to run fresh water through the outdrive every time you put it in salt. I'm not doing that. It's too much trouble.
Muffs.
Yeah, it looks like earmuffs.
Got a lot of boat terms.
They look like earmuffs. You hook a water hose
What
to 'em
salt
and-
water would he take it to?
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
just
not taking-
clarify.
You
Where
know
do
what,
you think he's
Fucking
gonna take?
beach.
Do you know how much?
I don't know.
Do you know how
People
much it
drop
would cost to
places.
tow this motherfucker to a beach? Forget it.
How are
It's
you
just
even
a
gonna
goddamn-
tow
You
it
can
with
pull it
your
with your
fucking
car.
Ford?
No, I got a truck.
You bought a truck?
There's a truck around.
You've got a truck you can use.
Yeah.
Not your
Whenever
truck.
I want.
So it's not your truck.
It's not titled my name. There's the boat. so.
Either way, I would not want to drive that to
Oh.
the coast specifically because
No.
if you're going from here,
I mean,
there's
to pull
a
it from
couple
here,
of mountains you'd have to go through.
pull it from home to down there,
That would be a
you'll burn about
nightmare.
$50 worth of gas because that boat is 3,300 pounds dry with no fuel. 60-gallon tank.
It's crazy.
It's heavy.
Nuts.
Boats are cheap.
It's fucking
Remember
fast.
that conversation about
Hey,
how
that
cheap
that
boats
one
were?
that one was cheap for what it is.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
it for nothing, basically.
You're not gonna drop a bunch of money in a boat.
No, everything's great on it.
Wow.
How much you pay for that fucking sticker to put on the back?
$20.
It's fucking like $19.99 too much.
Well, it's $20. Whatever. I'll wipe my ass with it.
If I bought a boat and that was on it, I would be out there with fucking goof off and a razor blade.
these ratchet straps
Why
there.
would you wipe your ass with $20?
I know. Well, I mean, because you can if you're in a pinch. You're out there.
I
and
don't
you're
feel
always
like shit
covered,
would stick
you
to
know,
money too well.
It's better than using leaves.
Money's paper.
Yeah.
Not
paper.
really, it's
It's
fabric.
very rough.
It's like the worst
Paper.
kind of paper to wipe your ass with,
The
but it
wax
would be
paper
better
would be the
than.
worst.
It's more like
Oh,
linen.
that would be bad.
Why, if you were out there in the woods, you had wax paper and a $20 bill. Hey, I'm gonna
You
blow
could
this
have
20.
an entire roll of wax paper and it wouldn't be enough
No.
to wipe your ass.
No, you're
once.
just pushing it around. You can wash off a $20 bill too. You can throw a 20 in the washer if you need to.
Oh, that's true. Washability.
Yeah, those are trim tabs on the
reusable.
back.
It's like reusable
Well,
diapers
that's two
for
things that
baby.
look like shock absorbers there. Hydrofoil type thing. Kind of lifts the ass into the boat, and when you trim and you're going about 50 and you get that planed up, you're just skimming across the water. That's when you can
Man.
get it up to 60.
50 whole miles an hour. You can get up to 60, Jason.
You know how fast it is on
You know
the
how
water?
long it's been since I've been 60 miles an hour?
On a boat?
That's
20.
absurd.
Well, in about an hour and a half.
Do you know most boats run about 30 miles an hour? And it's fast.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. 60 on the water is just stupid fast. It's too dangerous, actually. It's way too
Then
dangerous.
why do you do it?
I've only done it once.
Because he's a local celebrity.
I'm allowed.
He's got to keep his reputation up.
No, that's really super.
How do you brake?
No, it's not him. It's
You
the
don't.
boat.
Are you going to put
The
that on,
boat
are
is
you
the
gonna put
local
that on the
celebrity.
other side?
No, I'm not going to put that on there at all.
That
I
would
think
be
you
a
ought to
good
put that on the
place
other
for
side.
it.
You know what? There would be a good place. This goes on the same manner. You take the back off, you stick it on, rub it on, and then you peel the front off, and it stays on there.
See, he
I
already
might
knows
put
how to
this
use
on. You know what? I could put it on temporarily and take a
Temporarily.
picture.
Why not leave it?
No, because the glass. I can put it on the glass on the side down here.
Yeah.
I can put it on there.
think it
on
ought to stay
Salt
there.
Alive. Yeah. No, I'll put
It's
it on
a
there and take it
permanent
off
thing.
just for a
You
bit.
take it off, you ruin the sticker, and then the gift was.
Nah, it's not
thrown
ruined. It's
away.
on there, you know. The problem is that I may not agree to it, but somebody is gonna, the other person there in the boat is gonna fucking want this on there.
I think she ought to put it on there.
She kind of.
It's her boat.
She kind of likes the douchebag shit a little
It's
bit.
her
I'm
boat.
not so much. I don't. You know.
It's her boat. I mean, was local celebrity her ideal?
No,
It was solely your ideal?
no, it wasn't our idea at all. Somebody said it to us.
So somebody
It's like
from
a
that
pun.
area, somebody who lives
Yeah.
Yeah, that
there.
boat is a local
Yeah,
celebrity.
that boat. Oh, that's that one boat. Y'all are local celebrities. Do you know that?
Are you friends with these people that said that?
No, we didn't know them.
Okay, so that's somebody I would avoid in the future, for the record. That's somebody you don't want to.
Well, you
like,
see him every
Sucked
time you're
into
out there.
this
You can't
boat
help it.
life.
I would not.
Every time you're
speak
out there,
to
you
them.
see him.
I
They're
would
always out.
unassociate myself from that person who said,
I'm not associated.
"Name your boat local celebrity."
No, they didn't say to name the boat that. We just decided. We heard. I said, "That's kind of fucking pun."
So it
right?
was your
No,
choice.
Celebrity.
And she said, "Yeah, that sounds like." I said, "Yeah, fuck making waves. Let's call it that." She said, "Okay, that's what you should call a boat."
You realize there's going to be a bunch of people he's associated with that are like that because he's in the boat life.
Right.
Mhm.
So while you're down
This is
there
his
in
life.
that, you're in their domain. So you just
It's
kind
like
of play
a swamp.
along.
It's like a
Which is-
swamp of douchebags.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
his domain too.
it
though.
is.
He
Drain
acts
the
like it's
fucking
not.
swamp. Bust that dam up. Let's undo the TVA's work and just let that shit drain out. Fucking get the land and the holler back. Fuck them.
The holler.
Ugh.
Blah.
Local celebrity. I'm so
good.
fucking disappointed in you right
Wait till
now.
you're on it.
I'm not gonna. I don't know that I'm gonna get on it.
Yeah, come on, man.
Dude,
You're
you're
not
out here
gonna
talking
go-
about going 60 miles an hour. I can't fucking swim.
I'm not gonna go
It's only
60.
a matter of time before you capsize this motherfucker.
No, it's 60 too fast. I wouldn't do
Everybody
that.
I know that's bought a motorcycle was talking about how I'm gonna be the safest motorcycle driver, and then they're dead a year later.
Most of the time there's kids in a boat, so I'm not gonna be going that fast.
So I might have to go on the kid ride. I don't get the adult ride.
No, I'm not gonna take
I gotta
60
go
on a boat. I'm
with
not
a
gonna
bunch
do
of
it.
kids.
Yep.
It's like me and a bunch of kids wearing fucking water wings and life jackets.
The kids always have to wear a life jacket. You don't have to wear a life jacket. We just have to have
Well,
one
he
on
does.
board.
My ass, I'm wearing a life jacket.
Well, then you'll
No.
you'll be wearing one of the orange ones.
That's fine. I'll wear one of the ones that looks like come out of a fucking 747 that went
Well,
down.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm fine with that.
I got a duck one too. If you want to thing with
Nice.
a duck head.
I'm fine with that too.
All right. You want to ski?
I ain't gonna fucking fuck no. I'm
You
not
want a
driving.
tube?
Fuck
Do
no.
you have the parachute thing?
No, that's illegal. They won't let you do that.
It's
Not
only,
on not in Kentucky. Not on lakes around there.
It's only illegal if they catch you.
Yeah, but
It's
everybody's gonna
pretty
see you
obvious
doing
thing.
it. Yeah.
Like everybody for miles around is gonna see you.
Yeah, it's
They
not
still
allowed
gotta
on
catch you.
lakes here.
Well, they got cops on the water.
Yes, water patrol.
Oh.
There are cops in the water. Yeah.
I was only on one lake one time on a pontoon boat, and I never saw a cop.
Did you
Well,
think like if you
you'd never
broke the
see 'em
law,
most
you
of
could
the
just
time.
run to the nearest lake and dive in, and the,
No,
cops,
no.
the cops would stand at the edge and just shake. When you
No,
come
no.
out,
I just figured
We'll
they
be
would.
here.
I just figured they'd wait on you to come out.
It's the Dukes of Hazzard. Damn, he crossed in the line. We got no jurisdiction. Shit.
I didn't know that there were cops actually patrolling the water. I thought it was kind of like a Mad Max fucking realm of fucking no rules.
No,
on
they
the
have
water.
a boat that says water
Absolute
patrol.
anarchy.
I
with
thought
a
maritime
light on it.
law took over at that point.
They will pull you over.
once you're 15 feet off of shore, you're in international waters.
I thought you would have charts marked where you couldn't go because of the Somali pirates on fucking Corn
Aha,
Island
I'm
and
out
shit.
here. Not subject to your rule. I'm a sovereign citizen.
I thought you could go out there and gamble and shit. I don't know.
Well, people do that. They do all kinds of shit. Not supposed to drink out there. Everybody's drinking. That's going on.
That's great. I like knowing that people have boats that can go 60 miles an hour and they're drunk.
Oh no, I
I
don't
mean,
drink.
I think they kind of understand that people are going to be drinking.
It's kind of a
It's-
yeah. And you can
go out
tell-
on a boat and you drink.
Yeah,
they
you
just-
can tell who's
They
doing it.
say that because of people get too carried away. They want to be like, "We told you not to drink."
Well, it's a public space, and you're not supposed to be drinking in public in this state. So that's how they.
How is your
Apply the law.
boat public space?
No, the water. The water's a public
You're
space.
not in the water.
What
You're
if
in
you're
your
below
boat.
decks?
The boat is in the water.
But what if you're below decks?
My house
don't-
is on the
I don't have a-
soil. I'm
What if
not-
it's a houseboat?
Like
you
it's
drinking
still-
a houseboat?
You're on private property then.
I mean,
your
you
boat is
live
private property.
What if you live in your boat? I mean,
It's just like
they
being in a
can't come in
car.
your house and call it open container.
If you're in a trailer on the road, the cops can't just come in there.
That
if
distinction
they want
doesn't
to.
matter to them. If you're on a boat, you're on a public waterway, just like standing in the middle of the road with a
So
beer
you
can.
get
It's
boarded
public
by
drunkenness.
the water patrol.
They'll come on the boat. Yeah,
what if you just
they'll do
throw
a
the
safety
gang,
check
What if you just
if you
throw
want.
the gangplank in the water?
I almost got a ticket by the water patrol.
For what?
First time out.
What did you do?
I was making a wake in a no wake zone.
Fuck, so like a funeral?
You have to go
Douchebag.
idle speed.
Right? Douchebag.
I mean,
didn't
that's-
know,
You mean
like-
him doing that?
Yeah.
No, I was paying
that's-
attention. I was going to the state.
Local
I
celebrity.
was going to the state marina.
That's kind of a newbie mistake.
That
like,
was- it was-
that's one
it
of
was
the
a fuck
mistakes
up.
everybody makes, but just don't do it again. And
Yeah, he didn't. He said, well, I was giving this guy a ticket over here. And he said, well, look how fast this fucking guy's coming in. He's making a wake. So he walked over and talked to me. And I said, well, we were parked over here for an hour. And then when you start the boat, it's island high. You know what I mean? It's not warmed up. It's not warmed up to operating temperature. And when you're in idle speed, it's going to run faster. And that's what was going on. So you got to go between neutral and drive just like slowly to not make a wake. And I was new and I didn't know that. I thought, well, fuck, it's the same click it's always on. Just put it on the first click and you're idle speed. But I was going a little bit faster. Boat was island high. Not my fault.
No, let's talk more about this.
I think it is your fault. I think you're supposed to be in control.
Ah, I
of
was
the
in
craft.
control. I was in control of the vehicle.
I don't think drivers can say that if they get in a wreck.
No, officer, I was not
I
doing
told the
95
car to
miles
go
an hour.
straight. I don't know why it went left.
We
Huh.
saw people all day long going wide open through no wake zones, pulling people on fucking rafts, all kinds of shit. And then I get over here and I was like, oh, now I'm going to get caught. And the guy didn't. He ended up not getting a ticket. He came out the next day.
Can they give you a
a
ticket
safety
for
check.
a douchebag like boat name?
I wish they could, because we would.
What are they going to write everybody?
They would never
on their
get down to
ticket?
me. I'll
Like,
tell you
what-
that.
yeah.
They'd never get down to me.
They could employ a full-time person for that.
There's two guys
Mm.
on two boats
And we're
On that-
paying
on
them
that-
to do this?
on that lake.
We're paying them to do this.
Department of Fish and Wildlife pays them.
So I am paying
They're
them
park
to
rangers.
because
It's a
I
state
get
park.
I get fishing license every year. So
Yeah,
I
you
am
help pay
paying
for that,
this
yeah.
stupid- I'm not okay with this.
Well,
I'm
that's
no
just
longer
tough
getting a
shit.
fishing
That's what-
license.
I was going to say, then stop buying a fishing
I guess I'm
license.
gonna have
yes.
No, they're park rangers. They're
Stupid
police.
thing
They're
to
cops.
do, but
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, they can arrest you.
So their whole job is making sure you idiots don't kill yourselves who are out there
Yes,
actively trying to
safe-
kill yourself.
Yeah, no, it's safe waterways. That's what they're for. They're there to enforce the law.
You're bragging about my boat will do 60, which apparently is a lot.
There's no speed limit.
which
Unless
which
you're
is
pulling
what cracks
somebody
me
behind
up.
the boat or
60 on the water is dangerous as fuck.
It
How do
is.
you know you were
But
doing 60?
alcohol
I got a
anywhere
speedometer.
on the water is illegal
Prohibited.
as fuck. You can't do it. 60 is fine. I don't want to see a beer.
How do you know
It's
it's
got a
doing 60?
speedometer.
It has a speedometer.
Yes.
That speedometer can't be right. There's no wheels.
Dude, it's got a.
The
Hey.
tachometer works off the wheels.
The
Or
tachometer is a separate instrument.
Yeah, it is.
The speedometer
speedo-
is got,
the
it's got
speedo
the
cable
tube
turns
and
it.
the thing, and then there's a thing on the outdrive. There's water
the-
flows through it.
Right,
It's a thing. It's
there's
a
something that
calculation with
determines how much
water
the
pressure. and-
speedometer has nothing to do with how fast you're actually going.
You're
It's
gonna
just
need
how
to
fast your
record.
wheels are spinning.
No, you're going to need to record a GPS speed on this. Is the
I've
only way
done
I'm
it.
going to believe it.
I've done it.
I'm going to need video of it.
No,
Get her
fuck
phone to videotape your phone.
the fuck ever. We did it. I did it one day because the
Put a
speedometer
filter on it.
stopped working. One day it had some mud or some sand or something in the little pickup thing,
Yeah.
and so it wasn't registering any speed at all. And we were going pretty fast. I said, get the map out.
How many days have you spent on this boat so far?
I spent a bunch of days on it. Bunch.
Got it out of your system yet?
How far of a drive is that from where you live?
From where I live, 58 minutes.
Do you have to tow the boat every weekend?
No, the boat stays down there.
The boat's staying
Oh,
down there.
yeah.
Yeah, I never bring the boat home.
Fuck,
just-
tow
yeah.
that shit.
I mean, off season we'll bring down. We'll bring it home.
How much you pay for a boat slip?
Nothing.
What do you mean?
Don't pay anything.
He's keeping it in somebody's house, I'm guessing.
He
He doesn't want to tell you this. He doesn't
You get the
tell
truck, you
anything.
hook it up,
like-
you drive it
You're
5
keeping it
miles.
at
I know,
somebody's
put
place.
it in.
like I know the lake's not just giving them one for free.
No,
He's
I've
keeping
docked it
somebody's
at the
house.
water a couple times. You know, like long weekends and shit. You go down, you put the boat in, and you just like looking at you
That
like,
is
what the
what-
fuck? So you just leave the boat in the water.
That's what the past master
You
got
leave
when
it
he
at the
asked
dock.
if you were wearing your
And I
bracelet.
mean, if he's not paying anything for that,
It's
there's
10
really
bucks.
there's not all you got to. I don't know.
It's
I'm
10
not- I'm
bucks.
not going to defend his
I mean,
boat
fuck.
mainly because of the
$10.
name.
Thank you.
$10.
As long as you keep doing the show.
I'm here, Anna.
Today.
I don't really have it. See, the thing, I don't like the water on the floor. The two pair of underwear I found so far in the women's room. Nothing, no hijinks in the men's room at this place.
Yet.
The ladies' room, fucking dead shit show, disaster.
Speaking of which,
Here's the thing about that station relative to the other ones,
There's
at
more
least
women.
on our side. Our craft, there's more women. Our
Yes.
craft nationwide
Tons.
is 75% women.
Tons of women in there.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
That station is not like a fun station.
No, people are
like
bitter.
there's not people. Just everybody comes in and nobody really talks a lot.
Listen, I'm talking on the rural side. I've noticed, but city guys, they're like too far apart. It's too big over there, so they don't really talk.
completely
to each other.
separated.
Yeah.
So, your level 10 girlfriend Kim works there, right?
No,
No.
she used to.
Oh, she doesn't work there
She's
anymore?
back at my station now.
Because I was gonna have you put her on speakerphone because I had a list of requests for her.
I've
No,
improved
I mean,
morale
she can still
already.
do it. She's still got a key to the building, and she knows the code.
Well, in like 3 months, like I need her to start a rumor that he caught a cat on the premises
Okay.
and sacrificed it to Satan on the premises.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
start that
Well,
one.
she's
I'll
gonna
start it
listen to
tomorrow.
this because she listens to every episode. So if there's anything you want to say to her,
I'm also gonna need her that the first time he touches some stuff, any stuff,
I'm not supposed to clean the microwave, but
To
I
have-
did it.
like a person's
I cleaned
stuff.
it break
anybody's
room.
stuff,
Okay.
anything, anywhere, like even if he's just being helpful,
I'll never touch anybody's
That-
stuff.
the hands need to be threatened
Clean
to
around
be
it.
cut off.
Yep.
And stabbed.
I will never throw away anybody's rain gear. I'm not that kind of guy.
The guy, our mutual friend who likes to party, is a carrier at that
Ugh.
station.
Who's that?
Fuck.
So,
Who is it?
probably every surface of the men's room
Who is
is
it?
covered in syphilis.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And herpes.
So
That's a good thing I got the gloves on.
That thought
Super
should keep you
AIDS.
warm. Not even just regular
Does he
AIDS.
really have syphilis and herpes?
Probably.
Probably.
I feel like he acts like he has mental deterioration from syphilis.
I
feel like
think I
that's
know
what's
this
wrong
guy
with him.
already. I think I know who you're talking about.
This
Always-
guy is like probably early 40s, and
No.
he still acts like he's
No.
a frat boy.
Turns out he's like 50.
What?
He's like 10 years older than me.
He still wears like a ball cap and like
Carries a
college
backpack.
clothing and cargo shorts. He used to bring in a backpack to
So
work
he
every
dresses
day,
like
and
Ryan?
we always
A little bit.
What's wrong with cargo
made
pants and
jokes that he
backpack?
had assortments of
Backpack
roofies
is-
in the backpack.
yeah,
It's
that's
the
the
way.
fucking way.
It's like a Nike backpack. And it
yeah,
like
yeah,
matches
okay.
his clothes.
All right, yeah, I got these at Walmart. These aren't the these aren't the cargo.
You guys are just describing a lot of the stuff that I did, the backpack and the cargo
If you
shorts.
saw
Yeah,
this
hold on a
guy,
minute
if you
here.
saw
I'm
this
a little-
guy,
It depends on the person.
if you saw this guy, you would know the difference immediately.
If there were
Wow.
if there were actual ways to quantify a person, you would be the literal opposite of every feature you could
Yeah.
quantify in a person of this guy.
That guy sounds like he's an ass. I think I've seen him.
a major ass,
I think I'm pretty sure I've seen him.
like, and a douchebag. Like, if he owned a boat, it would be called local celebrity.
No, it wouldn't be. It would be water therapy.
No, it would be
or
called
a
Party Boat.
aquaholic.
it would be
Ugh.
called. It would be
I
called
mean,
the
there's a-
party boat,
There's party boat.
the party
celebrity?
barge.
Party barge is a
Party
a
barge,
brand
yeah.
of boat. So
Oh, is it?
aqua patio is also a type of boat.
Hmm.
Sucks. Yeah, I don't like any of those. The names though, some just brutal. That one's the best one. That was the least of the bad ones. Local celebrities is the best. Is as good as it gets.
The only thing
okay?
I liked about the boat, it was going to be called Making Waves, and it was an inside joke.
Yeah,
and
but
you
that was
fucking
just for.
ruined it.
Well, I did. You know,
Ruined it.
I saw it on
Sure.
another. I saw it on another boat too, and I was like, I fucking can't do that.
There was another boat there called Making Waves.
Yeah.
You can't.
It's
You
one
could
of
have
those
called it
surf
Making
boats.
Waves to Electric Boogaloo.
I was gonna call it no.
That is what I would have named that.
I would have
boat.
called it Unsinkable 2. That's what I would have called it.
Or you could just, like, do, like, the full back and do El Dorado Studio Presents Making Waves.
That's not the name of the show, man. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's the name of the boat, though. El Dorado Studio Presents.
We're presenting the boat.
We're presenting. Okay.
It's like an El Dorado
Presenting the
Studio
boat, yeah.
production.
No, we can still do that.
No, we can't. You already named it a local celebrity.
I can
You
put a white.
cemented yourself into the douchebaggery.
If you
Get
get
one
one
of
that says
those,
El Dorado Studio with the microphone on it, the white one, just like this, I can put this on there. I don't give a fuck.
Get a like one of those
We
airplane
have one of those.
banners and fly it.
I can get a flagpole.
Yeah.
That's for the running light, the nighttime, the navigation lights. You run that thing, you can put a flag clip on there. A lot of people put American flags on there. 12 by 18. I was
Why
gonna
are
put a
they
state flag on
confused
it.
where the lake's at? Did they get lost?
You have to run lights at night.
I understand that, but why the flag? Why you
Just
put an
like the
American
flag.
flag on it? Take
Why
that
not?
Trump flag. Fly that Trump flag
That's
off
too
your
big,
boat.
or I would. I would fly it. I would fly it today if I could. It's just too big.
You'd probably make more friends.
What, are you going to the lake today?
there?
I'm on my way there.
So you're leaving here to go to the lake.
Yeah.
He skipped out on work to come to the show.
I'm getting paid.
Then
right
to
now.
go to-
I want
To drive your boat
to clock for another 25 minutes.
around the lake for like 4 hours.
No.
So what do you do on, like, other than driving it from point A to point B on the lake? Like, what are you doing on the boat?
living the lake life.
I understand that.
I'm gonna tube today. They're gonna pull me on the tube today.
Oh, he's tubing.
Or maybe tubing. I bought a tube. Had one, but it was shitty. It was old. See, I don't have to worry about, like, if I fall, I won't be able to walk. I won't be able to earn a goddamn living. Instead of worrying about all that shit, that's why I never would do anything. I wouldn't wakeboard. I wouldn't tube. I wouldn't do none of that shit. I was always worried about hurting myself. But now I don't have to worry about that shit. I could do my job with a broken back. I could do my job now. So it's like, yeah,
what's
fuck, I'm
going
going
on
to take some chances.
Literally.
I'm going to live.
So today, for
I'm
like
gonna live. I'm
for
gonna
like
do some
4
shit.
hours, you're gonna have like 4 good hours probably by the time you get down
No.
there.
It doesn't get dark until whatever. I mean, I can drive the boat at night. Doesn't matter.
Don't you work tomorrow?
Yeah.
So you're gonna be out there till 9 o'clock.
No, I'll probably be home by 9.
So you'll be home by 9. So you're gonna leave by 8.
Yeah.
Which means you gotta take the boat out of the water.
Yeah.
So
it
you're
takes-
probably off
takes
the
15
water at
minutes to get
7.
out of the water.
So you're off the water at 7. 7:30.
I can get off the water at 7:30.
7:30. You're off the water.
6 hours.
You'll be done with the show today probably in another
Now.
20 minutes.
It's done now.
Pretty close
And then,
enough.
Bye.
I'll be at the
so-
lake by 2:15.
So let's say 1:30.
Time changes too, so we go back an hour. So I get that. I gain that.
Yeah,
Not
but you-
really.
You
not how
lose
that
that on the
works.
back end.
Well, we don't worry about that till the end.
So you're gonna get
That's
down there.
4 hours.
Let's say you get down there
5
2:30.
5
6.
hours.
2:30 you
He,
get down
he
there.
might get 6.
I could get 6
Leave
hours
him
on the water
alone.
today.
If he
So
wants
6
to have fun
hours.
with his boat, let him have fun with his
Okay,
boat.
He always said you're not gonna have time to be on the boat. I've
if
got
he wants to
40
be a
hours.
No.
local celebrity,
You guys don't understand what I'm doing right now.
I put
I am
40
trying
hours
to
on the
figure
boat.
out what he's gonna do for these 6 hours. That's 6 full hours.
Drag up and down the lake.
So like you're gonna be on the tube, but I feel like that would be fun for like an hour, and then you're gonna be like, okay, I'm done with this. I've done that. Like I've never went to a water park and been like, let me get on this lazy river for 6 fucking hours.
Time just goes
Lazy
by,
river
man.
Really sucks.
You know what? You go out there. There's not a lot of people on the water today, and you just park out there. It's like the sun's out. You sit out there. It's quiet.
See, the proper way
Relax.
to tube is you have a crazy driver try to knock you off. And
That
you
is
see
the
how long
proper
you can
way.
stay
It-
on it.
And like if they
That
take
is
you
how you
around,
tube.
if you can come all the way around like that, if you can hang on after that, somebody takes like a sharp turn.
Oh, you do crazy eights too.
Yeah, you try to throw
I'm
them
sorry,
off.
your
the
grandpa
fucking-
does crazy eights while you're in the back of the tube, and you've lost 2
Sorry, your
siblings
grandpa
already,
driving the boat.
and he's trying to knock you off because the other 2 siblings are already floating around.
If you skip over the wake and you start bouncing, then you better hang the fuck on or let go.
So you do this. So this is fun for 6 hours, is what you're telling
Can
me.
be. Wear your fucking ass
I'm
out.
asking, is it fun for 6? I'm not asking you because you're
Well, people take
invested too
turns. I
much.
mean, I'm not. They're not just gonna drag me around for
So
6
this is
hours.
fun
no.
for 6
Well,
hours.
as a kid, yeah.
Yeah, but you were like 6. You didn't know any better.
Probably a little bit
I was
older than
like
that.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 and 14.
So
are
like,
two entirely different
last year,
ages.
Jason. Fuck. I mean, recently. This just happened.
No, her birthday's this week, man. She's getting damn near 30.
Oh, I didn't know
Damn
that.
near.
it's all downhill from there.
Mhm.
Let me tell you.
Yeah. You end up with a boat.
I just don't get it. Like maybe one day, but then you're
Maybe
gonna
you
do that
don't
again
get
next
it.
Saturday,
Okay,
right?
Maybe you don't get it because you don't like water.
Maybe not.
He didn't
When we go on vacation,
Well, I didn't go. I didn't seek it out. I had no reason to go. I didn't have a boat. I was like, yeah, go
When
to
we
the
go
lake.
on vacation, I have to set an alarm to make sure
fun,
we
but
actually
no.
get out of the water. If I didn't set an alarm, I'd probably be in the water in the pool and for like 4 or 5 hours. I can do that in a lake and tubing.
Do you want to
Okay.
go tubing? See, Jazz
Like,
is on.
I think
Jazz is on
that's
board.
just. I think it's because you don't like water. So
You,
you don't
want to go
understand
tube,
that.
Jazz? I'll pull you around. we didn't do a crazy eights.
But go
Crazy
have
eights.
fun on the boat. Like I'm
It
just
don't
saying,
work.
it's not
Yeah.
my scene.
That's fine.
I know. That's why I think you don't understand that it could be fun for more than an hour or so because you don't like water.
I don't
She
know.
told
You
you.
don't swim.
I don't really get it either.
I like to tube. I like swimming.
You like to drink cold beer?
No.
Oh, well,
I like to take my dog to the doctor.
That's half of the thing though. Is
like 3/4. if you do it right.
half is the boat, the other half is the beer.
Fucking go
Every-
faster,
everything
man.
else is tangential. I don't even like beer, but
Yeah.
You can
Well,
get
whatever. You
drunk at
make mixed
home.
drinks out there. Well, you could do anything at home.
it's got to be beer if you go out on a boat. I don't like beer. I don't normally drink beer, but if you go out on a boat, it's got to be beer.
Should be.
Turn that a little bit down.
I guess you just need something you can drink all
There
day.
you go.
Yeah. That's basically it. Or for 6 hours.
4 apparently.
Well, no, I'm not gonna drink that. Just for today. That's not drinking.
So you're going back on Tuesday because that's your off day, right?
No, I'm gonna be in
No,
town.
Wednesday's your off day.
I'm working this Tuesday. I got hazmat training,
Okay.
so I'm getting overtime Tuesday.
Are you gonna be in a hazmat
So what are
suit?
your off days?
Sunday, Tuesday.
So then you're going back down there next Saturday then.
I don't have any plans for next Saturday. No, I don't know. I don't know what the weather's gonna do. So
But if the weather's good, you're probably going down there.
I don't know.
Then you're gonna drive back up here.
I got my boy next weekend,
Ah.
so I don't know.
But he don't like the boat.
He loves the boat. He's been the last 2 weekends.
So
Man sick that one
We're
time.
gonna drive down there,
He's been fishing.
drive back up here for the show, and then drive back for the boat.
I've done that before.
I just don't have this
I
much.
mean, there's other
energy.
people out there. I don't have to like go and I don't have to pull the boat out. I don't have.
Reinvigorated
They
now
take me to
from
the dock.
doing all the things he wanted to do in life.
They take me to the dock. I get off the boat. I go do the
Like the day
podcast.
I
I drive
got-
back to the dock.
the-
I get back on the boat. They're still out there. Like they're
Like-
out there doing their thing.
Like the day I got that $150 laser, the first time the batteries died, I didn't put new batteries in it for an hour and a half because I'm like, fuck, I'm not walking down the hallway to get them off the charger. Fuck, by the time I get back down here, they'll be dead again.
I'm
Fuck
not
it.
walking down the hallway.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, no big deal.
Different mindset.
I guess so. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for supporting the show. Please go to the website, eldoradostudio.net. Don't forget about I almost said Labor Day. Don't forget about the Columbus Day Marathon Show. It's coming. It's very important.
5 weeks. Or
5
maybe
weeks,
4.
or maybe
None of
more,
us have
something like
consulted
that.
the calendar.
Yeah, we haven't
4
looked
or
at the
5 weeks from today.
Thank you for your support. Work safe. See you next week.
Hit it.